Oh, shit balls.
Yeah, we're live.
Are we live? We're live! Hey!
Shit balls.
Shit balls. Welcome back, everybody. Awesome Talk, Season 7, Episode 1, on August 9th, 2016. We have been on hiatus for a while. And just so everybody who's at the bar tonight knows...
Can you turn that off? Because you're echoing.
I'm echoing?
It's not me.
Well, nothing's... I don't have anything on.
Turn what off?
There's nothing to turn off.
Yeah, don't tell that to any girl standing around. I'm gonna start all over. So unplug.
Yeah, everything's echoing.
Yeah, I'm still
Everything's
lost on your
echoing.
hide anus. I didn't know what was hiding my anus.
Let me see something. Hold on.
It's always something!
Why echoes no? It's not a season premiere if it doesn't, you know.
Because I got these both on, but I don't. What about if you press
Echoes no,
How's that?
delay.
Take a month off. Better?
Nitrous balloons. It sounds like a fucking Led Zeppelin song here.
So, everybody, welcome back to Awesome Talk. This is Season 7, Episode 1, and just so everybody at the bar is aware, tonight represents three years of Awesome Talk. 3 years. This is the 73rd episode of Awesome Talk, where we've sat around this bar and talked shit for, upwards of 3 hours, usually. So, thanks for coming, everybody, tonight. This is good.
All right.
I haven't come yet. I'm working towards it.
Is that what's going on?
He's
there?
at
Yeah, that's what's going on. I got Frank under here looking at my fucking nutsack.
He's like, man, I remember when I had these.
I coated him in sugar. I know I know he got the diabetes.
Yeah, Frank's got the diabetes. He's got the diabetes. And he does kind of look like Wilford Brimley, too. He's got the sort of look going on with like the mustache.
Definitely is Brimley.
Yeah. So, let's do an around the bar, and then I'll explain a little about what's going on in tonight's show. I am the host, Rick.
I'm Tony.
Matt.
Sarah.
Gregory.
And, yeah.
Mr. Gaggy Top.
Fresh back from his vacation.
So tonight, we're gonna do what we normally do. Something cast. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
He says he's digging the video game vibe
Thank
that we
you.
have on the new intro. That's fucking yeah. I thought that was dope. So tonight we're gonna see. There's something that I started working on because Matt Hill the other day came over and he was like, "Dude, you guys have like 600 hours of material." And I'm
Let's drink beer with eggs
yeah,
in it.
yeah.
It's pretty much how
Oh
it went.
yeah, he said he was gonna do that tonight. For real, you were gonna do
Well,
it.
this is what you got. You got
more
an egg?
eggs.
I got eggs.
More.
Yeah.
I've never done it with Guinness.
Dude,
I've never done
I
it
think
with
we're all in for a
crowd.
treat.
Now.
So here's what's gonna happen. First
This is
off,
like Matt Hill's new favorite thing.
yeah.
He
This
gets
is
really
his new.
excited
It's
about
good.
It really gets his dick hard when we talk about
Hey, your hair has a lovely sheen to it, so it must be working.
Yeah, right. But so part of what I put together tonight is called Awesome Talk Clips. Clits? Awesome Talk Clips.
You could call it that.
I could call it that.
Clips.
And
Flipping clits.
basically, it's slices
The clip
from other
Oh
episodes
my
of
god,
Awesome
that
Talk.
would be so great if like you were a barber that also waxed
Clip.
clipping clits.
Clip.
That is
Oh
a great
my god. That is a great idea. I want to see a real good mustachioed vagina though. Something where it really just
Man.
comes off like a handle, like you can grab it out here. You know what I'm saying?
With the bees.
I'm with you,
With-
Sarah.
yeah, with the beeswax, yeah. You've got to really be able to grow hard.
Listen, my problem with pubes is that I feel like it just gets in the way of other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, if I'm watching porn and a girl has pubes, I'm like...
Sometimes
it's
I'm way
like,
into
Well,
it.
You might
I
as well
like.
just put a mask on your vagina.
I like a little sheen though that you can still see through a little bit. You know
Sheen, yeah.
the bald thing is just so is so behind me now.
It just has to be maintained.
Yeah, right. I
maintained.
like a little Georgia Peach action going on down there.
But I'm not picking.
And not all girls
I mean,
are.
if it's a vagina.
Peachy?
What?
Not all girls are peachy.
No, yeah, not all girls have the hair for it. Let's put it that way. Some girls just shave it off, please.
You know, but I think if you have a wide palette.
That's what
You know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean?
Like,
Like-
if a girl is willing to let me do stuff to her vagina, it's like,
I don't know.
what am I gonna do?
I hear you. I had vagina on my Christmas list for a good 6 solid 6 years in my teens.
I don't know.
I just want a vagina, Grandma.
Somebody wrote Coochator.
Coochador. The Coochador.
Hey, welcome to the chat, guys. Good to see you. But once in a while, maybe it's my age. I don't mind the 70s, 80s, push down to the knee.
There's certain, like Riley Reid, where it does it well.
Riley
There's this chick-
Reid
there's
wears
this chick-
the
there's
bush
this
well.
chick I just been turned on.
You barely even notice.
Taylor Sand is her name, and she's
Oh,
got
nice.
so it depends. It depends, you know. Like so, I've always been a fan of a little bit of fuzz. Back in the day, I grew up on 70s porn, so the bush was like the norm. So it's just like
Yeah,
when
right.
Ginger Lynn and those chicks came out bald, it's like, oh, okay.
Right. Now, was that like a big movement when it happened?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It almost happened overnight.
Like were people talking about it? Like, holy fuck.
Well, I don't know.
that's
People
shit,
didn't
man.
really talk about the porn back then because basically you were just finding and you're following, in my case, my mother's drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, back then you actually had to go to the video store and go talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And show up with your
sticky tape.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly,
right. Your
you know.
sticky VHS.
Yeah. I thought for sure I could have made some money in the beginning of the internet when they before like there was all this free porn. Because you could make money by writing reviews, and they had porn
Okay.
reviews. So I was gonna write reviews on the most disgusting porn.
Yeah.
Like people that stuff that because it had to be niche market. Then all of a sudden, PornTube or you porn or whatever it was.
I feel like
I used to work in one of those stores and rented the tapes out.
Wait, which one?
Video show place on Route 9.
Okay, no, that's too far out of my range.
I feel like trying to get to the bottom of the filthiest, nastiest porn nowadays. I don't think there is a bottom anymore.
Well, nowadays it's just so
Filthy's in the eye of the
extreme,
beholder.
where like you can't even call it porno anymore.
Like if
It's
a girl's
just-
licking a dirty toilet with a prolapsed asshole,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean, and it's like how and she's got another girl beating the shit out of her.
To me,
while
that's
some-
more
it's
just-
like
that's a
what?
shock
Well,
video.
wearing an apron
Yeah.
and with
Some
muffins.
jerk
Yeah,
off.
right. Yeah, and smoking a cigarette. It's like with everything's pierced. all the way
Muffin
down.
stuffing, right?
Yeah,
right.
and you're like, I don't know if this is extreme porn or just or
Well,
what
no,
this is. Like,
it's all about the incremental, you know, having to go one up. That's why occasionally I like to, you know, one time on one of these shows, maybe Ice in the Face said you can't go back, but you can go back with porn sometimes because sometimes you get so far, like the Harry Bush, you get so far out, then all of a sudden, like the
It gets
normal,
so hairy that all of a
the
sudden
normal
you
is
have
freaky.
to-
You
have
can't
to-
see it anymore.
You have to go to clipping clicks.
I'm not down for going to Cambodia. Okay, I don't want to
Okay.
get lost in the
Right,
jungle
right,
of
yeah, yeah,
Cambodia.
yeah,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
sure.
Because you still got to, you know,
Right,
you got
yeah,
that whole fucking Larry David thing going on.
Yeah.
You're not into Gandalf the Grey and a leg lock?
Well, Gandalf's a whole other matter, but let's leave my man out of it.
I just because you said that back then, people didn't talk about porn, but nowadays porn stars are so big, we can drop a name and people in general will know the porn star's name now.
Sure, absolutely.
It's become mainstream, I think, because of cell
back
phones.
back then, what they did,
But this is
they have
recent.
stag parties where guys would get together, and that is just a little bit before my time,
Yeah.
and they would all just watch porn together.
And they jerk off together.
Bizarre.
I agree with you on that.
That
I
is
agree with you on
fucking
that.
crazy
Amber,
weird.
We've talked about that on I See
Look,
Face
I'm not
a
hating on
million
it how everybody
times.
gets
No,
down.
no,
I'm just
anybody wants
saying.
to get the rocks up, it's fine, but it's just not for me.
Dude,
Like,
if a
hey-
bunch of your friends invited you over to watch porn,
I wouldn't do it.
like I just don't, I don't
just
get
wouldn't
it.
happen.
I don't get it.
I would say like the only way to do this is like, do you have like a private room I could like view the porn in?
Yeah. I gotta go sit in your parents' bed. Yeah. No, but like I remember like throwing parties. And like somebody would put porn on once in a while, but it was the shock value of showing porn at a
sure,
party.
sure, that's
We
right.
weren't all sitting together jerking each other off.
These guys would actually bring their little 8mm reels and the projectors. You know what I'm saying?
So it was
Their
like
whole
work put into it.
collection.
Yeah, well,
Years ago, my brother threw this big house party.
Okay.
I was there too. And him and his friends were watching the most gross porn they could get. It was like midget porn and poop porn.
Sure.
And it was just for them to drink and I was dating this chick. It was the first serious girlfriend I've ever had.
Boy, she didn't know what she was walking
And she
into.
came over, I think it was the first time she was even over my house. And she walks in the kitchen.
Well, either that's
and
going to be a
looks
great
over,
win or a great loss.
And
There's
there's-
no-
right.
There's
You're swinging for the
midget
fences.
porn
All
with the
cards on
midget
the table.
going like this, catching poop in his
And
hand.
she's like, I know him.
And then Matt's like, score! That's all like...
Yeah.
But yeah, you can say a porn star's name now, and people know it. By the way...
See, back in the day, though, you had to work for your porn, so there was more value to it. You know, like the penthouse stories. Even it wasn't even it was just word porn, but that was like the hottest stuff ever.
Yeah,
you
right.
know, nowadays there's nothing compared to it's
Yeah.
so readily available. So it's
Yeah.
like anything else. It's like a commodity. It's based on supply and demand, not necessarily on future value.
Dugglesby, that's a great name. Dugglesby writes, I couldn't agree with this more. At this point, missionary is the new
Yeah, I
taboo.
will rock missionary all night long, man.
Yeah.
and girls love it. You know,
Yeah,
you just grab
totally.
by, as long as they're petite, you grab 'em by their ankles, and you know.
Plus, you can
I
really
waited
get
70
in
years
there
to get fucked like that,
to the
Sonny.
elbow. You can really get in there that way. You know what I'm saying?
By the ankle.
So I was explaining the Awesome Talk clips.
So, yeah.
So I have these pieces I'm showing called Awesome Talk clips, and Clinky. I think that's Pink Pot in the fucking room.
Yeah.
I always say that. Yeah, Clinky.
Yeah.
Pink Pot. So like I said, me and Matt Hill were talking the other day, and I was like, man, our Twitter has more than doubled in numbers in just the last few weeks. Our subscribers have spiked, and I'm like, we got a lot of people who are just tuning in now, who are new, who'd never seen the other previous 600 hours of material that we've filmed. So I've started to slice out favorite parts of shows and use it as content for this show. We also have a thing that we're doing called Awesome Talk Quickies. Now, Awesome Talk Quickies is anything that you can do where you could sit at the bar and demonstrate it in under 5 minutes is an Awesome Talk Quickie. So if you know anybody who can do something, I gotta be layered on YouTube.
Can you squeeze one out?
Oh, I can't. I can
Sarah,
squeeze one out in 5
Sarah.
minutes. Here's my problem. My problem is it's not that I can't shit. It's not that I can't shit in 5 minutes. It's that I can't wipe in
You
5
cannot
minutes.
shit in
Well,
5
no,
minutes.
I'm not talking about shit.
That is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That is a fucking lie.
What? No, I can't shit in.
I know you
I
can.
can shit in
I don't
5
believe
minutes.
that.
I don't wipe
That
in
is
5
that
minutes.
is bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. I wipe deep. I clean deep. I don't want there to be any problems.
Disturbing.
Wait.
Go ahead.
So that means that
So where are the content
all
guidelines?
like 35 minutes you're in there massaging the inside of your asshole? And are you serious?
If you're gonna massage inside your asshole, you might as well fucking massage it.
Yeah, right?
This is an enjoyable shit.
So you're saying edge pong? Edge pong is out.
Edge pong.
I put shot glass on your side and
Throw an edgy stag party.
To mastering and controlling the wipe, especially like right before you go out.
Master the wife.
That's like
Master the wipe.
That's like taking care of putting on makeup and stuff.
I'm trying.
That's like you can't everything else took all this time. But let me go take it all out before I go out dump and just wipe without any
It's just,
conscientious
jewel
freaking intent,
I'm trying to master the long wipe, where you use as
You
much of
start
the
at
paper.
the top of your arm and
No,
move
not
down.
well. If I could, that way you wipe as much as possible in one wipe to try to get over this faster. You know what I mean?
What you got to do is you pull the toilet paper from the wall, bring it between your legs, and then that's the long wipe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
here's
Like one of those old hand drying machines that had the towel in them.
Yeah,
when
You
we-
get
I just
rug
go
burn
like
on your
this.
asshole.
the diaper wipe.
And then it's like you're gonna use the toilet water to kind of what's it, bidet?
The
But then you
bidet,
forget
right.
you just did a little pee in the toilet. You didn't flush. It's you're kind of cleaning your ass with your own.
Well, the
pee.
pH content helps the
but
fucking.
being a fat ass out there.
If there is
awesome.
if there's nothing else in the world that's gonna wash shit out of your ass, it's piss. That's for damn
it's
sure.
people
Well, it
drink
depends
pee
upon-
to survive,
Yeah.
and you're stuck in the desert or something.
So the Awesome Talk Quickies. So we filmed our first Awesome Talk Quickie with Matt Hill, who tonight at some point is going to demonstrate what he did
Alive.
in the real life.
Hang on. I don't know if I could do that with the Guinness.
Yes, you can.
I don't wanna hear any
I just thought of stuff
Guinness
I
is
can't do.
gross.
Whatever.
All right?
What's gross?
Guinness is gross. I said
Oh.
it. I said it.
You sound a little
Well, then the
uncultured.
excellent
Yeah,
Make it
but
better.
you were
It's not
drinking
like a product.
America last time you were here.
It's
Yeah,
like
right.
piss beer that you add salt
Wait,
and eggs to.
have you guys drank that shanty beer? What is that fucking
Oh,
called?
I like shandy. Yeah, the lemon shandy, the
Well, they
grapefruit
got lemon. They
shandy.
got all sorts of.
Yeah.
It's like beer spritzer.
This is.
I don't know if I've ever
I had a
tasted
little
it.
bit. I had half a can of.
See,
lemon?
Pink Pot knows me.
No, it wasn't lemon. It was like what is it, cranberry? They have maybe
Yeah, that would be
watermelon,
cool.
watermelon or something like that.
Watermelon.
Yeah, yeah.
Start like a
Talking.
Protestant war saying Guinness sucks or something.
Yeah.
Upset like the Protestants or something.
I just want to point out how much Pink Pot knows me. He says this is the guy that cleans the toilet seat thoroughly with soap and water. Just so you know, I'm the guy who cleans toilet. I've told this
Let's
story
all
many years
just
of time.
be re-disgusted
Rick
by
has
that.
the utility belt he takes every time he goes to take a crap.
If I have to chip anything
Rick,
off the bowl, I
listen,
move on to a
you're
new
the
bowl.
serious serious case of toilet OCD.
You're damn right I do.
Alright,
This
like-
coming from somebody who will hold her piss for hours to get home to use the
Well,
bathroom.
how else is she gonna clean your asshole with the force of piss? Unless she holds it for hours.
Yeah,
There
right.
you go.
And I don't even want to tell you about the positioning we got to get in. For
No,
that.
I'm picturing it right up here, honey.
It looks very reverse. I'll tell you what. It's
Talk about reverse cowgirl.
It's me on the ground. It's a whole
Yeah,
horrible thing.
You know, it's the reverse snapper.
So we filmed Matt Hill the other day. He does this thing. It's beer and raw egg.
It's all fisherman. It's what these guys used to drink in the mornings to get their, you saw The Wire. You refuse to watch The Wire.
I don't refuse to. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I
know it's amazing.
That's where I saw it on. Was The Wire.
You're still elbow deep in the ass of fucking Breaking Bad.
You got any salt?
Hold on.
Salt, come on.
The 600-meter women's.
Don't fuck with my recipe.
Hold on.
Crack that thing and dump it in your mouth.
The 600-meter women's parabolic long wipe. That's coming on Thursday, live from Rio. Nice.
All right.
I saw your
That's
raw
actually
egg
salt
beer
shaker.
video
you
just
gotta
before the
be
show
careful.
started.
Is
We're
that
airing
salt
that
or
again
garlic
tonight.
salt?
Well, that's
That's
when you,
Himalayan salt.
Oh, okay.
like you're
Take
so
the light
hungover,
of it.
you're so trashed, you don't really even eat. So you just like put some eggs
Right.
in your beer.
Yeah.
It's like
Right.
vodka in
You're
your
going to do it right now?
Yeah,
Well, we're
that's hard.
talking about it.
That's
Well,
hard.
you know what?
stuff.
We're
It goes
on
back-
fire.
We've seen
Look.
it on Rocky. We've seen it. Yeah, it's.
Okay, everybody, take a look at what he's doing. He's putting a raw egg
Beautiful.
into this Guinness.
They know what it is. Like, I don't think they're impressed.
Well,
We're old
maybe
men. We're
viewers.
old men.
Yeah.
Crack that egg and jam it up your ass and have Rick fucking drink it out of there. That'll be impressed.
And nowadays, that's what you need to do.
Exactly.
Like, dude, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, Matt, there's no way this video is gonna go viral because there's like a video.
Step it up with 2 eggs.
Yeah, we gotta do 2 eggs
Not
or a
with
dozen
Guinness.
eggs. That's what we gotta do.
No.
There's a guy who's drinking raw ostrich egg on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Australian stuff. the alligator
What was that?
eggs
There was
or
some movie where
Gross.
the guy what movie was that, man?
deviled
Where
eggs in it.
you got the bald
Oh.
eagle, the legend of the bald eagle's egg. You drink the bald eagle's
Oh
egg.
yeah.
something. Oh,
Oh.
and you become like superhero.
Yeah. There was some movie that was part of the plot was
Awesome.
getting the
If
egg.
you do it with an
Yeah.
ostrich egg,
Well,
like,
like
I
that.
bow down
I'm gonna
to
struggle with this, but I'm gonna
Dude,
do
okay.
it.
Whoa, clinky, man.
Oh,
You don't just
clinky.
drink an egg down,
Yeah,
without a
how
clink.
dare you?
No,
Okay,
like
Matt Hill is drinking a raw egg in his Guinness. Hi, Mom. How's it
The
going?
yolk is still there. Yolk just hit.
he
Just
was
hit the yolk.
getting it.
Oh!
Yeah, the yolk is
on,
down.
The yolk is down.
The yolk is down. Now that's what I want to see out of a 3-year anniversary episode right there. Now look, if you have to puke that back up, I want it
No.
right back in the cup and
It's
then it
eggs,
goes right
man.
back down again.
It's how we all. It's where we all started. You throw some sperm in there, I'll fucking be pregnant in 2 seconds.
The salt
Yeah.
made the Guinness taste a little nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, did it?
Himalayan Guinness.
It's like you come into Guinness and it doesn't even sink to the bottom, so you're kind of.
It floats on the top, yeah, right, yeah.
Off the top. Go, I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cream in
You
my
want to impress me?
Guinness off.
Snort the
Okay.
egg, okay?
Snort and then drink the Guinness.
Well, that's video 2. I won't
Okay.
be snorting the egg. We'll find somebody else. To
Who
snort
wants
an
to
egg.
snort the egg?
Oh.
Hey, my mom's in the chat room. Hi, Mom. Guinness. Mom, you tuned in at the right moment. Matt Hill just drank a raw egg in his beer live on the
When
air.
I was really little, my grandmother used to drink raw eggs in a glass, and I'd have them with me.
Man, what is with that generation and the raw egg?
I don't know, she's
Because
an old
it's a good
Italian
source of
woman,
protein.
right?
You used to be able to get it in a milkshake.
What
and
about
like
salmonella poisoning, man? That's not a thing anybody worries about?
Sound, you know, yeah.
That's just an old wives' tale.
Don't be.
Oh, is it?
Don't be a
Don't-
pussy.
I don't mean to be a pussy.
That's
Don't be a
a
pushy
postmodern factory defect. Is all that fucking
If
sound.
you haven't noticed,
It's
I've
a
already got
chicken
issues
dude.
with my ass. I don't
It's
need
like-
salmonella shit.
What I
Grandmas
just-
would eat that egg right from the ass, right from the chicken's
What
ass.
I just
man.
did was like Russian roulette, but for salmonella. It's basically
Salmonella
it's,
Russian roulette,
It's
man.
50-50.
I wish
know
you'd
what's
have told
gonna
me
happen.
that. I wouldn't
You
even-
get salmonella from eating cookie dough now.
That's
Yeah,
all
well,
temperature
true.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Because of
Yeah.
the egg.
But she was like,
What
every
came
time I put
first?
the eggs in the refrigerator, she goes, you people here in the States and your eggs in the refrigerator. Because apparently in England or wherever the fuck, they don't
People
refrigerate their eggs.
their eggs
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Really?
It's because
Well,
of the process that we put them
because the
through
process,
in
because
this
we're
country.
so consumer based that we have to have everything done in masses. That's why that's why we treat cows the way we do when we milk them and all that stuff.
Right.
When you're on the
You
farm,
mean caress them gently from the back?
no, you grab your coffee mug when you're milking the semen from a bowl. You know, it's all
Now
about
that's
short term.
salty.
It's also, because back in the day, you had your chickens on your farm. You had eggs every day. You know, chickens can provide
Right.
eggs every day to keep the roosters away from them.
Yeah.
you didn't have to worry about storing them. You didn't have to worry about transporting them or anything like that.
Yeah, sure. And now Matt Hill's here, just drinking that shit raw right in his beard.
Dude, it's like you guys had like a half a dozen, and I've had 2. So we'll see the next time. I might finish that half a dozen.
Bodybuilders done that for a long time too. It's a great source of protein.
I remember the first Rocky movie.
Well, you see
Rocky,
all the workout montages and comedies. They're always doing the raw eggs. And I did it in the Silly Billy video, but he spits out the eggs.
Okay.
Does he spit out the egg whole? Does he drink the egg? Does he drink the egg and then spit out an actual fucking shelled egg?
He does wrestling, and he's got this character that's like sort of retarded. I don't know if it's retarded.
Well, that's because you don't know because it's politically incorrect to say retarded.
Yeah,
or
he's disparaging an entire people.
No, I don't think. Well, he does the wrestling for kids, so I don't think
he wrestles with kids. Now that is politically incorrect.
I don't think he's like I'm retarded. He just acts like a little kid.
I'm differently able.
Some people who do
I'm differently able. I'm very strong. Never mind the boner in my pants.
Yeah.
Some people who
So
do
I filmed a
anything to
workout
wrestle with
montage, a
kids.
comedy video for this match that he was doing.
Oh, this is an actual wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
Gotcha.
He's like in a league.
I thought I actually got the league up in Sayreville.
It's like the private circuits that are all.
No, I know,
there.
but I got somebody who's doing that. His name is Grimsby or something like that.
Silly Billy is his name.
Okay, so this guy, he's got an English accent. I've been talking about coming on here next time he's got next time he's got an event.
She just called me.
No, she taps you to try and get your attention.
I'm sorry.
She just needs her nails cut.
So, can I get a review out of you without you giving it too much away?
Yes.
The new Suicide Squad.
All right.
Now, hold on. Every podcast I know is reviewing this movie right
The
now.
Joker
and I've
sucks
never
Batman's
seen
dick in the first 2 minutes of the movie. It's
I'm in.
crazy.
I'm on
There's
Fandango
all like
right
green
now.
shit. Anyway.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Here's what I ask. I don't think I've ever seen a movie ever come out ever that has such a split down the middle sort of like people are like this movie was awesome or it sucked completely.
Can I give you my whatever on it?
Okay, don't give away too much.
I won't give away the movie at all.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give away the movie at all. The movie, it's not a bad movie, but the way the previews are pumping it, they're pumping it like it's the Dark Knight, like it's the next greatest thing.
Yeah, right.
The one mistake they made is it should have been rated R.
Yeah,
so you can actually do, and you don't have to pussyfoot around the shit.
Right.
It's not about the Joker.
And
So,
it's fucked up because
if
they
you're
make
going
the
to
Joker
see-
seem like
Yes.
this elusive, big character.
If you're
in the
going
film.
to see this movie just for Jared Leto as the Joker, you will be disappointed.
Like I was saying before, somebody's suing because they went and drove all,
But with all that being
Yeah.
said, if you just take it as a movie, it's not a bad movie. Because
Right.
all the DC movies haven't been so great.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of them. They're finally getting in the right direction where
Right.
DC movies will be just as good as Marvel movies.
That used to be back in the day. Marvel movies sucked so bad.
Ryan
Yeah.
Reynolds went to the premiere of Suicide Squad dressed as Deadpool.
You know,
Wow, that's
awesome.
You know, he stole that suit.
That's
The Deadpool suit.
Yeah,
That's
right.
great.
They
That's
asked for it
right.
back.
So much better.
Funny.
They asked for it back, and he was like, "I fought so much for this goddamn movie. It's my suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agreed.
fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck
You
off.
want to
And by
break
the way-
into my house?
This suit's like thousands of dollars.
Ryan
that suit.
Reynolds is Deadpool.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's no doubt.
He
no
just
doubt.
is Deadpool.
It's,
like
it's
there's
Van Wilder as a superhero.
I
It's the
exactly
same
respect
fucking-
the fact that in Deadpool he's wearing a B. Arthur
Not for
shirt.
me.
He fought for them to pay for the rights for him to wear that shirt in the movie. That's pretty respectable.
Just back to Suicide Squad.
okay. Yeah. All right.
So you can tell without giving anything away that they're setting it up. So DC's going to have a movie where all the characters are going to come in like they do with Marvel.
Yeah,
They're doing the same sort of thing with this. I mean, even Affleck has a cameo in the movie.
Yeah.
you know, as
Right.
Batman.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
Well, yeah, it's
I went in
probably
this
the
movie
Justice League fucking
thinking that Will
bad guys.
Smith, like, I don't care about Will Smith anymore. I'm just so over him.
Yeah. Irrelevant.
So I kind of went in thinking that he was going to be the downer of the movie. He was fine. It's a good movie. Check it out. I'm not going to sit here and say, dude, it's the great. Deadpool's a way better movie.
Will
if you want to compare.
Will
but-
Smith turned the page. He did an interview recently saying that like this is why he wasn't in the Independence Day because he got to the point where he was just about winning as opposed to doing good creative stuff. And he's always been about marketing from Fresh Prince.
Yeah, right.
But it got to the point where like with what was that movie with the giant spiders, the Wild West?
Wild West.
That basically it was just about winning, not about doing anything good. That's why
Absolutely.
now he passes on movies all the time.
He was almost Neo in The Matrix. That was almost Will Smith.
Really?
Yes.
You
He
know,
turned it
He
down.
probably would have made a good Neo though.
if his face wasn't so recognizable, he would have been a good Neo. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to see him as Neo because you're like, oh, it's Will Smith. You know what I mean?
Right.
But if people didn't know who he was...
Yeah.
I don't picture Will Smith playing a good computer hacker.
No,
When it
that
starts
part
off,
of it,
when
I
he's
can't
still
imagine.
in the Matrix,
Yeah.
you know, when he's like a geek and like
Right.
like Keanu Reeves fits
the
too.
role, yeah, sure.
Will Smith, like, I guess he's too cool to be a computer hacker or whatever. It just doesn't work.
That's true. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he's too cool. He's built. He's a bigger guy than it.
Well, yeah, he's built now
Keanu
because of Ali, but before Ali, he wasn't all that built.
It's
man.
kind of always that way.
Nah,
Hancock
Fresh,
was like that.
Fresh
in the
Prince,
think
Fresh
he was
Fresh
built.
Prince, he was a fucking, you know.
But do
He
you
was
know,
a kid, though, when he
you know,
did
Wild
that.
Wild West, that movie got made because that Death of Superman movie that failed, that Nicolas Cage.
Right, yeah.
Was
The
almost,
Smith, right.
because that movie failed.
I would love Nicolas
That's
Cage
how
as Superman.
Wild Wild West was made. The spider that they have in
Right.
that idea was for that
I
Superman
was
movie.
gotcha.
And
we
with
have
the
some
same
comments
director.
Sorry.
for you. They also hired a complete outside company to edit the trailers, and then Warner Brothers hired them to make the movie look more like the trailers. That's
Okay.
that's backwards, dude.
Yeah.
Look,
There's more to it.
Okay, there's more to it. There was an interview with Jared Leto in which he said the studio, could probably create an entire movie about the Joker with the footage they cut of me.
That'll probably be a vignette for the director's cut of the fucking
Sure.
the movie, you know?
You can already tell that's going to happen. They already said they're making a movie about Harley Quinn. She's getting her own movie.
You don't like Harley Quinn.
I'm telling you, Sarah.
Who did you? What
Sarah.
did you say? You said somebody was hotter than
Sarah, hang on, just
I
one
said
really quick.
Enchantress as the only one that looked hot to me.
Forget that they plug her as this hot chick that's skin.
It's
She
not
did
really that.
really
I
good
don't
in the
really
movie.
like the character Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
in
that's-
anything I've ever seen.
Okay.
Her. And the
That's
reason,
what I was taking it as. I wasn't thinking it was an affront to Margot
yeah,
Robbie.
No, I don't
No.
even know who
She
she
did
is.
really good.
Just
She
remove
did
Wall
really
Street,
good
remove
in the
Wall
movie.
Street.
She's
That's
my
what I
favorite
watched. I know
character
what you're
of the
saying.
Suicide
I
Squad.
just
It's
feel
her.
like it was their way of making a female Joker, but still pandering to dudes that want to fuck someone by making her all ditzy and
I don't-
retarded.
She should be.
I don't
fucking
wanna
intense.
give away the
Retarded, like
movie.
mentally retarded, not in an offensive way.
I don't want to give away the movie.
I'm not offended by
The
anything.
movie,
You know me.
it will make sense why she's
Well, I'm
like
offended
that.
by Rick saying he doesn't even want to see Wolf of Wall Street. That offended
No,
me.
I do want to see.
Oh, they said I don't even want to
you
see
see
It
it.
has a
didn't
Martin
watch it one night,
Scorsese.
and
It has
then
a Martin
Dude,
Scorsese.
3 hours is
feel.
not a wasted
Wolf
scene.
of Wall Street, awesome.
Yeah, no
Alright,
doubt. And
then
it's a 3-hour movie, and it's not a wasted scene. It's not like, even at the Goodfellas.
And
when
doesn't
they
it do
like,
coke? It
at
does-
some point, it's like, all right, like, get it over with. That movie there, to
He
the end
does
was...
coke off of Margot Robbie's ass or something in that.
No, well, he does coke
It's
over
a
Hooker's
fake
ass, but
ass.
Margot Robbie's completely naked in that movie, and she's natural.
And dude,
She's
that's
not
a fake
oh, man,
ass.
she's
Just
just...
so you know.
It's what?
It's a fake ass.
Yeah.
It's a rubber ass. It's
rubber
Forget
in
it.
the air.
Forget it. I don't want to see
I
it
just
anymore.
ruined it
I don't
for
want
you.
to see it
I
anymore.
ruined it.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, it's great because
And they snort B12 throughout the whole movie because Jonah Hill got a sinus infection
Ah.
after filming that movie.
Martin Scorsese, you know, didn't rely too much on that sort of drugs and sex sort of thing. You know, he kind of kept away from it. This
Right.
is chock full of it, man. Chock full of it. It's great.
Did anybody watch The Killing Joke, the only Batman movie that has mattered? in
Yeah.
the-
Yeah.
We
Yeah, I watched
was-
it like 5 times.
Yeah, yeah.
You like The Killing Joke?
Yeah, yeah. It's very true to the comic book.
Yeah.
Is that
What's your name?
Is it animated?
Except
Yeah, it's animated,
there's a
yeah.
big flaw.
Except
Nice and
for
colorful.
the Batman Batgirl shit at the beginning, like that was an unnecessary.
It was so
addition.
unnecessary.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
to do with the
Yeah,
story.
yeah, I know, but
Listen,
that's
the Killing
Hollywood.
Joke story by itself is, first of all, the most famous Batman story ever made, ever. Every fan.
Oh, except for the one where the guy goes back to the room with some hot chicken. Batman's waiting in the closet. The fucking thing is money. I'm speaking for personal stories.
Just to manipulate it at all after so many decades
Yeah.
of people begging for this to be made.
Yeah.
And having
It just
everything
seems-
else to be so true to the
It
fucking.
And you
seems
got
so
Mark Hamill as
unnecessary.
the Joker, which is amazing.
Yeah, well,
the
he's some
greatest
people's
Joker.
favorite Joker.
He is the best
Yeah, she
Joker.
says he is the
in
only
fact,
Joker,
He is the
like, yeah.
only Joker.
The reason I think that people might not say is because it's animated, so people
Yeah, I know.
won't take it
There-
seriously.
there are
Yeah,
people
It's
like
the
they-
first Batman movie that's ever been R-rated.
And
Well, it doesn't
they-
bother me because, like, you
They,
remember
they,
that-
did, they,
brutal.
did, they did do a limited theater release of it too.
Yeah, they
right,
did.
yeah.
I wanted to go.
They-
Do you
They have
remember
the
back in
rights.
the day that Spawn, that HBO
Yeah, I remember
had?
Spawn, yeah.
yeah, sure.
Fucking
Tommy
awesome,
Farland,
that
yeah.
series.
Yeah,
yeah.
And,
right.
like, and that's an adult rated R
How many
like cartoon.
seasons did that shit have? I never
It's
saw
like
it.
I'm pretty sure it's like 3.
But you're
short.
talking about different time periods. See,
Jared,
that's a
I
much more
completely
fringe
agree
audience.
with that, Jared.
What did Jared say?
He said Killing Joke was awesome except for the sex scene.
There's a
Yeah.
sex scene in
Dude,
it?
Yeah, that's what she was just
that's what I
saying. Yeah.
said. They didn't need to
Completely
fucking-
useless.
See, I was in the doctor's office the other day, and I had a Batman shirt on, and the nurse was like, "Ha ha ha, you're Batgirl or something," and I was like, "Well, she does end up in a wheelchair."
That's like the Killing Joke was like essential.
It was
Downloaded
essential.
Yeah.
What do
Have
you
to have a
think? All right,
copy of that,
spoiler alert for
sure.
people who haven't seen it or don't know the story. But what do you think about the ending of that movie, where you sort of have Batman and the Joker?
That's the end of the
Together.
comic, that's the
Yeah.
graphic novel, though.
They
That's
okay.
ended it pretty much.
Well,
how
okay.
it
What
ended.
does
Well, it's word
what's
for
the
word.
message? Why end it like that? What do
They're
you
trying to
okay,
show
here's-
that
I'm
Batman
sorry.
and Joker are sort of this, just
They're-
different sides
They're
of the
yin
same
and yang,
coin.
man. They're. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's it.
And I always thought it was symbolic with the rain falling, which is like a ripple in a reflection. So everything like splits apart. Their identities are kind of reflected off of each other. You know, it's raining, and they don't really look at each other's reflection in the pools or the ripples.
The Joker
Guys kinda
says
like
They're
the
like-
it
I like
only
that.
takes
Cursing
1
in it and
second
stuff?
for someone to be me.
Um,
And I think Batman doesn't want to admit that. He's
Right.
absolutely right. That when
Yeah.
the Joker says it only takes one bad day to make me. That's all it takes for
That's
anyone.
such a great
And
line.
the
And,
Jo-
and
so-
Batman just sort of has to deal with the fact that that's true.
Yeah.
Because that's why he's Batman. I mean,
Go ahead.
Well, that's a good
Oh,
point.
well, the Joker's
Was
got
there
a very
cursing in it?
centralized
yeah, I think there was some.
inner
Yeah, just
like
outta
understanding of his being, and Batman's supposed to have that duality thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Where the Joker's like, no, they even did it in the Dark Knight. You know, Joker's like, I'm bent. You kind of made me,
Right.
you know, and
Right.
you were kind of made by self-made. So you get these, you know, yeah. Okay, so Batman makes the Joker. You
Right.
know, an act of criminality makes Batman. The Joker's like chemically bent. Batman's decision to become Batman is the only completion, and you know, in his first mind, to become that. So the Joker's like,
So it's
I
almost
got
like the
it
Joker
made. I'm
accepts his
fucked."
fate more than Batman accepts his fate.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
the
I'm
Joker
trying to say.
fully embraces his insanity, whereas Batman tries to use.
Yeah, that's always
identity
been
to
like
control-
that
the
was, you know,
obvious.
Arkham. What was the other one? Arkham, the other graphic novel. That was basically the point. What's that?
Arkham Asylum?
Yeah,
Arkham Knight?
Arkham Asylum.
I might be thinking of the games.
No, Arkham
And
Asylum.
Batman has a big cover. You know, he can.
He's got a mask.
Yeah,
So-
or no. Even if he's insane, he's like Donald Trump. How
So in
can
this
I
movie,
be insane?
Do
I'm
they
like,
paint
whatever.
Batman out where Batman sort of has to be the villain to save?
No, not
No.
really. This
They
is
don't do that.
it's Joker's origin story.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Which I
have
love
you
that
ever read,
part.
Have you ever read the graphic
Yeah, that's
novel, The
big.
Killing Joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the torrent's out there. It's great. You know, it's animated, so it's a great copy. It's Blu-ray. It's up there.
It's really
It's
fucked
actually
up.
probably number 2 on the top 100
right.
of Pirate Bay.
I'll check it out.
So here's
Not that I would know that. I heard.
here's the
My fat
Greg told me.
Here's
it
the
was
big-
a must-have.
the big question is: was Jared Leto's Joker any good?
All right. Thank you for asking that question.
You are welcome.
Can I just say something before you say that? Number one, I've learned that Mark Hamill's Joker is brilliant because of her. I did not even know that beforehand. Jack Nicholson's
Green
Joker.
Korean, hello from the Dave podcast.
Yeah, dude, Green Korean, what's up, man? From the Dave podcast.
This really are.
Jack Nicholson's Joker does not even rate on the spectrum with me, which I know is blasphemy to some people. And I loved Heath Ledger's Joker, which I also know is
I
blasphemy
approach
to some
it different.
people.
They're
I
all
love
different
Heath Ledger's
actors
Joker, too.
that all approach the character differently.
Okay.
So like, I sort of respect them all in their own way, even Jared Leto. And when I heard Jared Leto was going to do this, I was not excited at all. And
Yeah, but
I
why
don't-
not? I mean, he's a good actor.
I don't hate him. I almost think it's maybe because he's too good looking.
I
that
was
maybe
just
he's
going to
wrong
say that
for
there
it.
are a lot of good-looking actors that take shit because they're good-looking guys, even though they're good.
But Heath Ledger,
Leonardo
they made him
DiCaprio.
uglier, where you didn't see that he was like.
Well, Heath Ledger didn't take his makeup off for like 4 weeks.
But anyway,
You know?
Heath Ledger lived that
Exactly.
fucking character.
He
Well,
did
Jared
do
Leto,
good
probably-
at it. There's a lot of moments where I said I thought he was talking like an old school, like baby-faced gangster, like see, like
Yeah, right.
that I
Like
thought
Baby
was
Park
stupid.
McGee's act.
But if
Yeah.
you can mind, that was the only flaw I felt in the whole character. And then otherwise, it's pretty good. Like I like how it's different. It's tattoos.
Yeah.
It's just different than
Yeah,
all the other
right.
ones. It's not the same
But
thing
I
regurgitated over and over.
did feel like, without seeing the movie, I felt like the approach they used was not actually too different from the Jack Nicholson version. And the fact that he's sort of a gang leader, You know what I mean? He has a sort of a gangster feel to him.
And the Joker's always got a gang.
Well, yeah, he was like
not in Dark Knight. He didn't. Heath Ledger's Joker's a fucking maniac.
Well, yeah, he did. He had all the weird people.
He absolutely did. He absolutely had.
Hold on. It's not the same thing to be surrounded with gangsters as it is to have a bunch of mentally ill people you manipulate. Minions and gangsters are two different things.
But in Joker Land, they're the same.
Because it doesn't matter.
All right, but in Spectator Land, they're different.
No, Joker is the type of character, he's only about himself.
Right. Everything else
is
awesome.
awesome.
No one else except for himself.
And Batman. It's him and Bats.
In Suicide Squad, it's the first time I see them stray where you see that he actually loves somebody.
Right. And they
I
made
don't want to give
that
away
clear
anymore.
in the trailers. In the trailers,
they make it clear.
Because there's a trailer where he looks at somebody angrily and he's like, "Where is she?" And it's like, dude, I know what you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I know what they're getting at because they cut to Harley
But in the
Quinn.
movie, you see her creation.
Yeah.
The creation of her character.
We have some comments.
Yeah, the bottom one's really whack.
Killing Joke got an R rating. They should have really taken advantage of that. So somebody feels like they didn't take full advantage of that.
I think all these movies should be R.
Batman laughed too
Well,
hard.
again, no, Killing Joke was pretty true to the graphic novel.
Yeah, it
So,
rather than the added bullshit.
Right, and that's what was
pretty
that was
good.
what was really good about it. It wasn't all this. It was like, we need to bring a dinosaur in. This would be great. I'm not saying this is a
we're
bad
talking.
idea, but there was a dinosaur that came in dressed as a black woman. It might really sell
Now
internationally.
we're talking. That's what it's all about. Yep, rated R. Imagine the numbers just going out of their eyes when
Well, that's
we'll make
that's
it
a whole
an
nother
R
topic.
rating.
Where they're doing to make these movies international. The dumbing down of Hollywood and the only
It's
sequels
us,
is about
awesome.
it's about making money in overseas markets, and that's why we're swamped with all this bullshit until it collapses on itself.
The problem now is that this is from something cast. I don't know. Is this Hatton or podcast Rob? Let me know. That's the Joker we're stuck with due to the extended universe. He says that's a problem now.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's what we were that's how everything got merged. You're melding like Jack Nicholson, which was before anything, to Keith Ledger, which was they're not.
Well, let's not forget Cesar Romero.
It's right the best. Yeah. So
Who's the Joker from the old show?
Cesar Romero.
yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, that's
That
like
guy
an
was
old
psycho,
Broadway,
man.
a
Yeah,
classic
right.
actor.
Yeah.
So
Rick, completely
Yeah.
agree. I think
that's
in
the miss.
interest of the full spectrum of the movie franchise, Nicholson is important, but I think Ledger was the only Joker that made me listen to the character.
Well, it was because it was a Dark Knight story,
Well,
though.
it was
dark.
And the
I
character
agree.
was a lot more.
I agree with what he's saying because Heath Ledger, when he did it, there was much more dialogue with him, sinister.
Oh, it was psycho,
dark.
yeah.
Well,
With Jared Leto in this, you don't have much of that. It's just all facial expressions.
Well, they
giggle.
cut him all out of the
It's like
movie.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they hacked him
You
apart.
have to
Yeah,
watch the extended scenes.
yeah right.
yeah. There
Well,
wasn't
then-
enough of Jared Leto as the
Oh,
Joker.
and
No.
Korean Sarah. I'm sorry. Wait, go ahead, Greg. What were you
Well,
going to say?
now they're real. So the first Batman movie, that's not real. It's
Right.
Exaggerated. It's
Yeah.
it's like a love
back.
story.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's
Yeah,
a love
right.
story,
Right.
basically.
It's almost
And
like
you
a,
have
like a
Robert
fantasy
Wool
story.
in it. It's like that's an
You talking about the
exaggeration.
Tim Burton one?
Yeah, the very, very
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one.
Sure.
And look where that went, right? So by the third one, it totally imploded all that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what do you can't have another one?
Hey, what's up, Rob? Greek Korean Sarah said, I don't think Hamill's Joker fit the Killing Joke.
Oh man, that's a hard one to swallow.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
Luke
Oh, yeah.
Skywalker buzz,
That's like
man.
I mean, that's like saying that the Joker doesn't fit the Joker.
Do you
Oh.
think
They're
hang
the
on.
same person.
Do
Yeah.
you think you like Hamill as the Joker because you love Star Wars so much?
No,
Do
no,
you-
no. I'll tell you
But-
why.
but maybe
I don't
because you-
really,
Sounds like an
I don't really like
accusation.
Luke
Sounds
Skywalker.
Well,
like
did you grow up on the Batman animated series?
I wasn't trying to
No,
be
okay, 'cause-
insulting.
No,
Just a
my
question.
actually
no,
my
no, good
favorite
question, huh?
my
Yeah.
favorite animated version of Batman is the Batman, which is the most underrated of all the Batman shows as far as I'm concerned.
Mark Hamill's a big comic book dude, though, so he has the collection.
Yeah.
Was he Bangkok? What was he in?
Who?
Jay and Silent Bob?
What?
Yeah, the big
Oh,
hand. Jay and
oh,
Silent
oh,
Bob.
oh,
It was like Bangkok.
Cock knocker.
Cock
Cock knocker, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah. I just got punched in the motherfucking nuts by a guy named Cock Knocker. Yeah, that's the best line in the history of movies.
Brilliant quote.
When Jared Nicholson said this town needs an enema, I laughed my ass off. Agreed. But for the foreseeable future, Leto's Joker is the Joker. This isn't a one-off. We're stuck with him unless DC pulls the plug on their universe.
Well, from what I understand, he was only in the beginning of it, so they really didn't have time to develop.
It's gonna be another trilogy.
But they did so much work with it, and because they sold it that Jared Leto was the Joker. If there's a new movie, he's the Joker.
I understand that, but I'm saying as far as delving into his character's development over the next movie or a movie after that.
Yeah.
You know?
Anybody got a opener?
Yeah.
They definitely
There's a Batman one in there somewhere.
Yes, I know there
Here you
is.
go, sir.
Fucking dope too.
Richard, here.
Oh, thank you very much, my
You're
friend.
welcome. Yes, sir.
You know more.
No, don't mess with that. That's like,
No more eggs
millions,
for me,
right? They go to like the billions, right? Like Iron Man generated, say, like $1 billion.
I don't know, man.
So if
'cause,
you're in that
like,
and you're a geek or you're a douche,
when Terminator
like-
2 came out, Terminator 2 came out in what, 1992? Okay, that was 100. No, it was
not
92. It came out.
First Terminator came out. You're talking about Judgment Day.
Yeah.
With Sarah Connor all
Right,
fucking
exactly.
ripped up.
Yeah,
That's
right.
all.
Yeah.
Real fucking
Were you into
female
her? Did you like
superhero.
her?
I was in the movie. We watched that movie fucking a million times, man. I'll still watch
That movie was $100 million to make back then. $100.
Oh yeah, well there
million
was a lot of fucking a lot of CGI going on.
So
Before
now-
CGI was even around.
Now you look at a Terminator movie like Terminator Genesis, and what have you? I mean, how much does that fucking cost to make? Because you're talking about $1 billion.
Well, yeah, no,
it's
but
like
the technology,
retarded,
but
so,
the technology's become cheaper.
But speaking
The raw technology.
Well, you were just saying with Suicide Squad, I was listening to Howard Stern yesterday, and like they made a good point. It did awesome in the opening weekend because
Right.
people were curious. So
Dude,
people
you
are
gotta
saying
lower
that
that a little
Suicide
bit.
Squad, the numbers might not stand and might just go zoom.
Yeah,
straight
right,
down
right.
now. So you really
that
can't
happens a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone
Except for, like-
mentioned Under the Red Hood, which I think is probably the best animated Batman movie.
Oh, yeah,
The
it's
what?
great.
I'm not familiar with
Under
that
the
one.
Red Hood.
Under the Red Hood.
It's so
That's who
goddamn
Robin
good.
becomes, right? He becomes Red Hood.
No, Robin becomes
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
There's more than one Robin.
Isn't the Red Hood another Jokery thing?
I think that's what this person was saying.
What were they saying? Agree.
I was talking about the movie, which is a great movie. My favorite part of that movie was when Red Hood's across the street and he wants to shoot a guy that's standing in the window across the street, and he like you see the red dot like going on the guy.
Yeah, right.
And then it like zooms back to Red Hood and he has like a fucking like missile launcher and it takes out like the whole side of the building.
That's funny.
So let me give a shout out to our sponsors. While we got
All right.
All right.
Now-
Nevermore-designs.com. If you want to get yourself a handsome, awesome talk mug, send them a message.
How do I get an awesome, fabulously designed awesome talk mug?
You go to
Richard?
Nevermore-designs.
Nevermore
Not dash, the dash.
Not the word.
Not the word dash, but dash.
Yeah.
Could you explain
Hyphen.
that again? I was so excited.
Shift
I
three.
wasn't sure
Go
what I
to
was hearing.
nevermore-designs.com. You send them a message, and they'll hook you up with not only a fucking sweet ass mug, but they'll put your chat name on it, whatever the hell you want.
You one for the cat?
It may be one for
Can
your
we have a
cat.
commercial for everyone in Catland?
That's a lot of commercials, my friend.
Yeah, around here.
And I also want to say big ups to our other sponsor, Cold Cock Whiskey. We're gonna be doing a shot later on to celebrate Cold Cock Whiskey.
Yeah, nothing like a shot of cold cock.
Nothing like
Nothing
shot
like a
of
cold cock in a
the
warm
mouth.
hole.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So let me change gears a little bit here. Let me talk a little bit about what. Now I don't care about anybody's political affiliation.
Yeah.
But what I do care about is the idea of Julian Assange being called a terrorist.
Wow.
That bothers me so much that is being thrown around at the rate that it's being thrown around by politicians, not by people.
They have to throw it around
Yeah.
because what they want is for him to be killed. I mean,
Correct.
If you can watch like
You see
video clips of at least 50 different well-known
Julian Assange,
politicians
WikiLeaks.
in the Senate and Congress saying flat out he should be shot.
Well, did you see Chris Matthews grilling him over whether he got his information from Russia?
I've
And-
seen a million journalists
Seen
do
it?
that lately, and they should all be ashamed
Yeah,
of
yeah,
themselves.
yeah, exactly. Because
Hold on.
he holds his ground. And he just says, "Look, it's you. I love how he says you raised an interesting question, but fuck you, I'm not going to answer
Well,
that
this is
question.
the problem.
We're protecting sources. You're a
Yeah.
journalist. You can't understand
That's
Chris
exactly
Matthews.
what I
You
said.
fucking how much fucking shit how much MSNBC shit have you fucking eaten that you're no longer a journalist? Because you're not. It's,
Right.
it's right wing, left wing. We're the same fucking bird. We're fucking they're dropping
It's
it
the
all
same
on
bird.
us.
Yeah.
It's fucking yeah. Seeing so many fucking journalists have the balls
to impress him,
grill him about his source is such. And they should be absolutely ashamed of themselves.
He handles it very gracefully. That's a very interesting question.
But can we just clarify for a second? These are not journalists who are asking him. These are actors who pretend to be journalists on mainstream.
Well,
TV,
yeah, well, see,
okay?
we're used to real newsmen who
Like,
came up as journalists,
right.
and that's no longer
These
the
aren't
case.
investigative journalists. These are people who share tweets with you. Like, you can't do that yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, to call them journalists and say journalists are killing their own integrity by doing this, did they have any fucking integrity to begin with?
Well, okay, so maybe then it's just a comment on the state of journalism.
Exactly,
Mass media. Which is, whatever.
Dude, I can honestly say for the past probably year and a half, almost 2 years, I don't watch the news anymore. I
Why?
don't pay attention to any of that
No.
anymore.
Why, let me ask you personally.
Because
why?
it's all a downer. Like, this person's a liar, and then one day it's,
So,
this person's so great, and then the next day
it's not such a downer. It's like listening to my mother talk about my wife's brothers. I mean, my brother's wives.
All the
You know?
politicians suck. There aren't any good politicians.
You know.
Bernie Sanders seemed okay until he endorsed Hillary Clinton.
No, Bernie had to do that though because we can't let Trump get in office, and Hillary's going to suck just as well. But Trump has proven that he can't handle a Twitter sphere, let alone the fucking presidency. All right, but.
Go ahead.
I saw Bernie Sanders on Bill Maher, which I can't stand Bill Maher.
I can't stand
Dude,
I'm watching him turn into Rush Limbaugh. He is turning into Rush Limbaugh,
But Bernie said, and it was funny because he was defending Hillary. Hillary gave such a great speech, and everyone's like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
What did you watch? But Bernie said, look, here's what we need to do. That the election's over, but my campaign to bring people into the fold to change things is not over. You change things. So he goes, we're now hoping to inspire kids to run for class president. This is what I said all along. Nobody's getting long. Once the election's over, you don't hear about it anymore. And it's not. Nobody's got no long-term vision. There's no Peace Corps. There's no fucking.
Yeah, right.
There's no long-term solution. And there's no way we're going to enable a real change over in 4 years or 2 years or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to have a long-term. Somebody's got to be. Really comes up through the system, not be a celebrity, and then when their movies aren't selling, now become a fucking congressman. Okay, it's not the way it fucking works, and that's why we're in the hole we're in, because we're a media-based fucking, theocracy. You know what I'm saying?
But
If you will.
don't you feel like in terms of the general population, you have people who seem to be fully at grips with the fact that this election is completely rigged and fake, and then you have a whole.
Yeah, so how is that different from 2000?
Well, it's true, but it's more widespread this time.
I
So
noticed that.
now,
In
wait, whoa.
2000.
No, this has always gone on. Now you got people behind the scenes hacking what was fucking going on.
Well, this is-
I know that.
The
What I'm
Nixon
saying
tapes.
is, in terms of public opinion, you have people who are finally coming out publicly and going, I'm not even going to engage in this because it's fake. It doesn't matter if I vote or not. And then you have people going, well, you better vote for Hillary because Trump's going to be president. And it's like, dude, whoever's going to be president is going to be president whether you go to the fucking voting polls or not.
Yeah, no.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
the problem is
no,
your
no,
vote
yeah, I
doesn't
ain't going
count,
there,
yo.
I'm not buying that all
That's
the way, dude.
immaturity.
Whoa, you think the votes counted in
Yes,
the primary?
yes.
I disagree with you.
Your votes count.
They don't.
Straight up. your votes
Unless they
count.
purge
No, dude,
120,000 of them in one
You're just
city.
bitter because Bernie didn't get the nomination.
Your votes
okay?
count.
No, I'm not with Bernie.
No, he is, dude. You totally, dude. I've been here every 2 weeks for fucking a year, dude.
Yeah,
You
and
are the biggest Bernie your bus guy.
The second he said, we need to vote for Hillary Clinton, I went,
Yeah.
well, I need to find somebody else to vote for.
Well, that's your problem.
No emotion in it, no
and
pain
this
in
what
it.
happened in 2000. The Green Party came,
This is why I don't wanna talk about
Nader
it.
is what fucking
Nah,
is what
it's
tipped the
tough.
scales
We're
from
cool.
Gore to fucking
Yeah.
Bush.
You worry
Okay?
about it.
And I'm not.
I
Look,
think
and don't get me wrong, I'm
but,
not.
yeah, but you're telling me in one breath that the whole thing is fake and rigged, and in the other breath you're saying that Nader tipped the scales. I feel like the scales were already decided long before.
No. Okay,
That's
you
like
said
science
that it was. I said,
But that's
when
where we
I
are.
said this is no
Oh,
different business than
yeah.
2000. You're the one who said it's
I like
completely rigged and it
things.
didn't matter. That's not what I said. I said that
No.
the game that they're playing is no different than the game they played since Diebold was involved. And
Sure.
it's funny how now the Democrats and now the Republicans are all worried about rigged fucking
Yeah,
right,
and no
last two
transparency or anything like that.
elections,
But we've been dealing with this for fucking almost a fifth of a decade,
I
a fifth of
agree.
a century now.
So
okay?
why vote if it's rigged?
Then why even come take the arms that you, why even spend the energy you did for the last 8 months with Bernie?
Well,
Why?
I didn't spend 8 months with Bernie. I spent a few months with Bernie because
Well, whatever it was. You spent the energy. You burned like a supernova, dude.
I got behind him for a while there. But unlike a lot of people, Hillary supporters, Trump supporters, No matter what they say, no matter what they do, people jump behind them. With
Yeah, but here's
Bernie,
the thing, dude. We're on the precipice of complete and utter fucking collapse. And
Sure, I agree.
And Hillary may put us there. Trump, I feel, will put us there. And I have nothing against Trump supporters. Like I've heard a lot of people around this table say,
well,
Trump
I do,
supporters
but
are
I
idiots.
respect Trump supporters.
I don't.
I respect Trump supporters because at least when it comes to their president being an asshole, they're fine with it.
Well, see,
They're open
that's
about
a
it.
different song because you roll the tape back. You're calling Trump supporters idiots 3 months ago.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not idiots. I can respect them and still think they're idiots.
Frustrated people, and he's got a lot of intelligent people behind him. But see, this is the best thing that can happen. If we can survive this presidency, all right, if we survive these next 4 to 8
I
years,
think
which
Trump already killed his presidency.
well, and I believe he has as well.
tanking it on
No.
purpose.
What I'm saying though is, we can survive this next 4 to 8 years, the next 2 Hillary terms or the Trump term or whatever. The other side of this, I believe, and this is what I was getting at, may be a good thing because Sanders has inspired people, young people, to get involved. Not like Obama, where it was like, like people are talking about, oh, it's great that the woman was the president. Fuck you, we're like 30 years behind the rest of the world with that shit.
Yeah, we're way behind the rest of the world.
Look what that got us with. Look what that got us with. Oh, look, it's great to have an African American president.
Yeah,
Got us
right.
Nowhere.
It's like Doug Stanhope says. It's not progress, it's trivia.
Yeah, but the point is that there's now instilling. Bernie, I believe, is instilling in young people a sense of civil service, a sense of a lifetime of commitment.
You're not wrong.
And that's, to me, that's the silver line knows. So we can survive these next 4 to 8 years. That's fine. But I believe that our chances of surviving are much less with Donald Trump.
Young people running for local
we're
office since
gonna go
Bernie
into
Sanders
a
went up
nuclear
5,000%.
World War III with Russia and China. If
Yeah.
that
And they're
fucking
preparing.
psychotic
There
bitch
we go.
becomes president,
And
we're gonna go into civil war. So really, just pick your poison.
No.
I
Trump comes not only goes to civil war. Trump's taking us into where we're fucking everybody. Trump hates everybody. That motherfucker will push the button over a fucking tweet. Okay.
I really feel that
and here's the thing.
Trump
At
is
least
much more of an isolationist than Hillary Clinton.
at least Hillary, she's a psychopath. So she's very
She's a
calculated.
sociopath.
Yeah. No. She's smarter than a sociopath. She's very calculated. Trump is just a fucking narcissist, dude. He's just a nihilist.
But,
He doesn't give a fuck about anybody.
but Trump also comes off
Well, he's
to
not
me
nihilist, but
as
he's a Trumpalist.
much more of an isolationist, where Hillary wants her hand in every fucking pot, where he's more like, let's figure shit out in our country.
Until somebody comes up against him.
Yeah,
The guy likes to take his
disagrees.
dick out and try and smack people
That
in the
might
face
be
with
true,
it.
but
Yeah,
we
but
It
don't
is
have
true.
to
he's
have
also
We've
a
seen
big
this time
pussy.
and time again.
He's a big pussy,
But
though.
we don't,
I
but
think
the
that-
difference is we don't have to have anyone
I'm not
come
even gonna
against
talk
us
about Trump 'cause
with
he's
Hillary.
worthless,
She's
but-
already laying the groundwork.
I don't
Hillary
look-
is
look-
just
look
more
at-
of the same.
And here's the
Yes,
thing.
that's true.
I'm
more
not
the same.
advocating for Hillary, but I'm saying
I know.
I'm not advocating for either one of them. But Donald Trump has no experience in this. He comes from the business world. Hillary was Secretary of State for a long time.
Yeah, and she's a
I'm not
broad
disagreeing that
people.
she's an asshole and that she's incompetent. Okay, but out of the two of them, right? And this
she's
was
got a
annoying me though, because
skill
Bill Maher kept driving home, and I never watched the show. For some reason,
Terrible,
I watched it.
terrible
It was like,
interview.
well, you only got two choices, and
Yeah,
nothing else matters.
yeah, right.
And I don't agree with that in the abstract.
I don't either.
But right now, where we're at as a country, okay, that's what we got.
But why do
Because-
I have to feel like I'm reduced to two choices
You
because
don't
a
have
bunch
to.
of
You're not,
fucking
dude.
idiots
You're not.
have made it
You're
two
not,
choices?
You're not. You can go vote for Frank the fucking pussy. Okay.
I might vote for Frank the
I'm
Pussy.
saying, okay,
He'd be
but
a
I'm just saying.
great
I'm saying,
president.
at least Hillary, for as evil as she is, she's calculated evil. Trump is a fucking. She's a wild card. I'm Charlie the wild card.
Listen, I want to cover the chat room and then cut to our
And
break.
listen, there's a lot of people being told they only have two choices. If they vote for anyone else, then they're fucked up
Yeah,
and they're
yard.
spoiled
No.
brats and
Yeah,
all
yard.
this other shit.
No.
Yeah,
and all
yard.
I have to say is, how can you say that this is a democracy if you're going to tell someone that they
You're telling
shouldn't vote?
somebody who
Well, it's not.
Or
It's not a democracy, number one. It's a republic, which is
all
different.
it's
an
saying
oligarchy.
is what you feel is important to you isn't as important as what I want. Vote for the person
Somebody
that
wants
I
to
think you
vote for
should
the
vote
Green
for.
Party, you let them vote for
There
you.
you
I
fucking
will be
go,
voting for the
dude.
Green Party.
Of course,
Jill Stein is my homegirl.
Look, when I made the comment about having to do that's taking a look at a long look from above and the outcomes. I'm not telling anybody you have to vote for a
What
third
flaws?
party.
What
I,
flaws does Jill Stein have? I want to know.
I don't know.
Don't give me that anti-vax or anti-science shit, because that shit is all a bunch of sound bites taken out of context, and it's not what she said. She's a fucking doctor, for fuck's sake. She's not anti-science. That is a soundbite taken out of context by the mainstream media so that you don't vote for her.
Yeah, the new thing that
I don't even
DNC
know
is saying
what
is that
you're
she's
talking about right now.
Well,
a
fucking
Putin
good.
sympathizer.
I
It's like,
didn't hear
man, you guys are
any
really
of that.
pushing the Russians.
I wouldn't be
fucking
surprised
hard.
with all the WikiLeaks and that they're saying they're still coming. That
Yeah.
you know what? martial law gets declared. There's no fucking election. There's a groundswell things. But the election
And
for
then
6
what?
months on repeal primaries. Well, of course. And then we got real problems. Then we got real
Then we
problems.
got Egypt a few years
And
ago.
then we got real fucking
Yeah.
problems.
Turkey.
So
Or
again,
Turkey.
I think the only
Or
Greece.
the only thing that I can look at and have any sense of positivity, and you got to, otherwise I just might as well put a bull in my head, is that Bernie is driving young kids to take on social
I think
responsibility.
Beeps has an opinion.
So I want to just check out the chat room real quick. Complete and utter horseshit propagated by politicians because he is one of the biggest reasons the veil is being lifted. Okay,
Julian
I
Assange,
appreciate
she's talking
that.
about,
Yeah,
right?
I think you're talking about Julian Assange.
Yeah.
Look at the DNC. Look at how they are still an organization after concrete proof that they rigged the living shit out of
Yeah.
this election. Yeah, exactly. That's a big problem.
Yeah, people are fighting over which one of the corrupt people should run the government, but no one's going, get these fucking
Corrupt
liars
motherfuckers
out.
out.
There are, but there's nobody's got the the power to do it.
It's everybody's in the
pocket to
not
Do you want to know who should have done it?
This is look.
Obama should have
Yeah,
done it.
because he's the person that represents the country, and if he says, "Oh, it looks like some
You need that
voters,"
soundbite.
And that's what I just said is a very. That's what I just said is there's still a few months for the election. That's still a very real
Oh, yeah, there's
possibility.
still a lot coming, man.
Not for him.
That the WikiLeaks. Why not for him?
because he's the one that's fucking backing this bitch up.
No, he doesn't like her. Like,
Obama
he's,
endorsed her and is going around campaigning for her. He doesn't
I understand
like
he's
her
playing playing the party lines, but if enough he doesn't
He's
like her
endorsed-
personally,
he's
and if
endorsing
enough
the
proof,
Democratic Party.
if enough
He also
enough
has
proof
one
comes
other
out for him to
problem.
drop the hammer, I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped the hammer. I also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't drop the
There's
hammer.
no-
But don't think he's in her pocket. He's not in her pocket.
There's one other problem.
Is it the
The
black
other
hammer?
problem is she was Secretary of State under him,
Uh-huh.
and depending on what she did wrong, it could be a big
Yeah,
fucking
right.
mess
Well,
for him.
right.
And he will do whatever.
Of
he has
course,
to
but
to
I'm not.
protect his fucking
Look, we're
sweet
all talking about a
baby.
bunch of what ifs. We can roll the dice. There's 6 sides to the dice.
Okay. Well, I got to cut to our break because we're at break time. No choices.
I
Okay.
say meteor for 2016.
We are going to come back to the chat room. Dude, guys, just keep commenting. Keep saying what you want to say. Here's what's coming up next. We're going to do I'm rolling out the first Awesome Talk Clips piece. This is when Renee Rosa called in. He's the guy that met Benedict Cumberbatch. And it was his whole thing in the news for like 48 hours where like Benedict Cumberbatch in New York, dressed as Dr. Strangelove, walked into a comic book shop.
Right,
And
you're strange.
Strange
Right.
love.
Straight
Doctor
Dr.
Who.
Strange, I'm
That's
sorry,
you.
whatever.
Yeah, you're all a
Whatever. Yeah, I'm all there.
Nonsense.
But
Yeah.
So Renee met him and they talked, and then he called into the show and talked about it. So I'm gonna show that phone call when Renee called in, and then we're gonna be back in about 25 minutes, and we'll keep on screaming and yelling, keep on commenting, and check out Renee's phone call because it's some
You'll
funny
see
shit,
me
man.
Drink another egg.
Yeah, word. Yeah. Matt
Yeah.
says he'll do another egg when we come back.
At
He's
least
gonna
you
drink
did
Not
another egg.
another egg. You're gonna see it in the fucking video.
Oh no, that's the second break.
I'm not gonna fucking die.
You're in the
here.
second break.
Like, come on.
Second break. Second egg break.
Jeez.
All right, so Gegita, if you will, we'll be right back. Okay, so
Artist.
Renee,
Yes.
so something extraordinary happened to you the other day, and when I woke up the other morning, Sarah rolls over and shows me a picture, and she goes, "Look, it's Renee with Benedict Cumberbatch." And I said, "That's not fucking Benedict Cumberbatch, it's a cardboard cutout."
I was following that shit all day, Renee.
It's not for nothing.
Congratulations.
It's even more impressive considering the movie hasn't even come out yet.
There he is. There he is on the
I'd be like,
screen.
if I got a
There it
cardboard
is.
cutout at that high definition of fucking Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, that would be some incredible forward-thinking shit.
Yeah, go ahead,
So
Jared.
was he cool?
Hold on, Jared, go ahead.
Hold on. Renee, Sarah, I have a question. Was
Yeah.
he just Benedict Cumberbatch, or was he in character?
He was in character as Doctor Strange.
That's fucking big. Yes!
Yeah, the only thing was that, like, he seemed actually genuinely as excited to be there as we were as excited for him to just randomly fucking walk in.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's-
Hold on.
Was
I am so fucking jealous of
he
you.
like, holy shit, you're Renee Rosa from Sherman Takes a Podcast?
Oh, well, here's the thing.
That would have been
Well, here's the thing. That didn't happen.
Yeah, that's not
Go
what
ahead.
happened because I'm not that important. But he's fucking been filming for 7 months
Wow.
non-stop for this fucking movie.
So he
Damn.
wasn't.
So he wasn't acting per se like Doctor. He is.
Yeah, Doctor
He's just
Strange.
in it.
Right now, he's fucking Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's Doctor
That's
Strange.
even better.
Man, that is so
That's
dope,
fucking
dude.
Sweet. That is so cool.
How long? Like, did it take? I know this sounds ridiculous, but did it take everybody like a second to realize who the fuck it was?
No.
No, we knew him. Well, here's the deal. About I want to say on Thursday night there were flyers posted all throughout the neighborhood saying that you cannot fucking park there.
I thought it was
filming.
him.
Now here's the thing. They said we're filming a movie called Checkmate from Supreme Productions, and immediately I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck Checkmate is, but Supreme Productions. Well, fuck, that's Doctor Strange, because I'm like, that's the source for motherfucking Supreme.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Taco Bell movie they're fucking making or some shit. So I was like, all right, we're gonna have fucking Doctor Strange on the block. And I told a couple of my friends, I'm like, guys, there's a chance we might see Benedict Cumberbatch like fucking in full Doctor.
That's fucking awesome.
Dude,
go.
come back. Where'd you go, man?
Dude, that is
Dude.
fucking awesome.
Come on, man. Come back.
Come
Dude,
back to
it's
us.
a good story, dude.
It is. Why are we all staring
How
at
can
his-
anybody not? How can anybody not? I mean, look at Benedict
We're all
Cumberbatch. He's
staring
so
at
dreamy.
this. We're all staring at this picture like he's talking.
Well, I'm trying to get him.
Look at those eyes.
The guy's the
They
best
just
of the
stare
best,
through
dude.
your soul.
This is him and David Tennant would
Yeah,
make.
dude, are you kidding me, dude? Are you
Nah,
fucking
dude, he's
kidding me?
Sherlock,
That's Sherlock
Holmes.
up in
He's
the
the
piece.
fucking man,
He's
dude.
that
Right?
fucking
I
dude.
know.
Dude,
I'm saying,
Sherlock
dude,
is
I
unbelievable,
love Benedict
dude.
Cumberbatch.
Imagine. All right, hold on.
Okay,
I'm trying to get
get
Renee
this.
on the phone here.
He says
Benedict Cumberbatch, who was Sherlock Holmes,
Yeah.
is going to be in Marvel.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Yeah.
we know this.
It's coming back. It's
Oh,
coming
wait,
back.
That's the Doctor
There we
Strange.
go.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Carol
Doctor Strange.
Okay, no worries.
No.
But the chat room looked great. It looks like,
Well, yeah, it's weird.
yeah, the lighting.
Renee, you there?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
was Sherlock Holmes.
In the movie.
And
Yeah.
how he's Iron Man.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So they're both in the
It's
same
funny,
thing.
yeah.
How fucking
There's two people in the Marvel universe who
That are
play
also
Sherlock
Sherlock.
Holmes. Yeah.
How fucking awesome would it be?
Huh?
If
Yeah.
Iron Man meets up with
Doctor Strange,
Doctor
yeah.
Strange
Hold on,
and says,
we got Renee
okay,
back.
Blah blah blah.
Well,
Are
he's
you
going
guys
to.
there?
He's got it.
Yo, what's up,
Yeah,
dude?
we're
Okay,
here.
so the
What was
last
that fucking bullshit you heard me say?
the last thing you basically said was he walked in.
All right. Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
So,
Well, no, yeah, basically, so we didn't know if he was gonna walk in or not, and one of my friends came in, and we saw them start fucking like dismantling shit and putting together, like the dollies and everything for them filming, and then a couple of producers and other people walked in. I didn't know they were producers at the fucking time, and they were like, "Hey guys, just let you know, we're really sorry, but we're gonna be blocking off lots of fucking traffic coming to the block. The only people we're really gonna have on the street, except for in between takes, is gonna be the extras that are supposed to be walking. So we need you to stay away from the windows and all this other shit." I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And so we have this like giant sandwich sign style thing that sticks out with the fucking store's name outside.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Jesus.
Fuck.
Your cell phone service sucks.
Wait. It might still be there.
Sign.
You don't hear me?
Yeah,
There you
you're back.
go.
You're back.
Hey,
There you
what
go.
about the sandwich style sign?
You stopped at the sandwich sign.
Was it? Was
Does it sound clear when you hear me, or is
Totally
Yeah,
clear.
yeah,
Tell me
clear as
about the
fuck.
fucking golf shoes.
Alright, so yeah, there's the fucking sandwich board shit, and they didn't need me to remove it until they fucking started. This is the funniest shit though. They started like making the streets look like it rained, so they had fucking this truck come by with literally like a fucking tidal wave of water, and it obliterated the fucking sign. Like the sign looks like it got fucked by a rhino. Like it's just,
A
It's
feral
fucked
rhino?
and I pull it in, and I'm like, God damn, guys, you could have given me a warning. I asked you if I needed to post fucking sign it or not. You're like, we're sorry. And I'm like, all right. so I bring the fucking thing indoors.
You're like flooding
And then,
basement
like,
bars.
people are going into the store, and I'm like, holy shit, the store's fucking packed. And it was all like the cast and crew that wasn't needed at the time came in buying fucking comics. I guess because they figured,
like, we gotta make
fuck
good
up
on
the
this
sign.
sign.
And
We gotta dig these guys.
And then one of the guys comes through, and he's like, oh man, this would be so awesome. You guys are right here. I can't believe there's a comic book store filming. We've been filming for 7 months. in 3 parts of the world, and this is the only comic book store we've seen anywhere near where we're fucking filming.
Oh, cool.
So
And I'm like, oh shit, like I can't believe that. There's like 20 comic book stores in Manhattan alone, so you walk in any direction from where the fuck you guys are filming in New York, there should be a comic book store around there. Yeah. And so the
And then
guy's
he's like,
talking,
okay,
it's
thank
funny,
you,
he's
and
like,
then he
it'd be
leaves.
so fucking hilarious if Benedict came in here in full costume. And I was like, you know what, if you did that, I would absolutely lose my shit. And I didn't realize that was like the director of the movie.
Wow.
So I had no idea who I was talking to. And then like an hour later, I'm busy talking to a fucking customer, and my friend's standing next to me, and I see him run away from me and run over to the left side and pick up a Doctor Strange comic called The Oath. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then turn to the right, and there is fucking Doctor Strange standing right in front of me in like full regalia. And I just start laughing
insane,
so fucking hard, dude. I was just laughing. That's the only reaction I had was like, laughing.
You know what?
This is fucking awesome.
Renee, that actually doesn't surprise. Like, I imagine the first thing you fucking would do is burst into absolute fucking laughter, dude. Here, Geggy, I know you said you had a hard time seeing the picture. Up, down, over.
You gotta bring your contrast down.
What if I pull it back a little?
No, you gotta bring your contrast down.
Yeah, damn it.
Shit, man.
We lose him again?
I think
Yeah,
we
the
lost him again.
background is drowning it out. It's like holy light.
Okay, I see what you mean. All right, well, hey, I'll post it, you know.
There you go.
Everybody knows who this guy is, man. This is the Benedict Cumberbatch story that's been going on.
There he is.
Let's see.
I got rid of it.
It is. That's
Sure
Renee.
it's up on your Facebook.
Yeah, it is, definitely.
So if
Go
That
ahead.
guy was
one
calm.
of those links-
Huh?
That guy was calm.
That's so cool, man. That's so fucking
Dude, I'm
badass.
so stoked about that movie.
Like, how could you could never in your life imagine that that would happen to you, you know?
I know, right?
That's amazing, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's really, really cool. I'm so happy for Renee, man. That's so cool. That's the fucking coolest shit. Like, you
That
just
is.
wind up in the middle of a movie
Oh,
set
here we
one
go.
day, and the fucking star comes in and is
Renee,
fucking
you back?
hanging out with you. You
There
know,
we are.
in character.
Okay,
Like,
so he walks in, he's Doctor Strange, you start laughing hysterically. Like, hysterically, you wet yourself.
Did he know about the sun? Did he know about the sun?
Came out.
Did
And,
Benedict Cumberbatch know about the sign?
Did the director
I don't think he knew about this. I don't think that half of the production. I think it was like
Son
only
of a
one
bitch.
person, and one of the PA guys knew about the sign. So
I kind of-
he might have gotten the word.
I kind of feel like
typical of Hollywood
I
stars.
kind of feel like the director called a quick cast meeting. Was like, listen, guys, we fucked up this sign.
By a lot of fucking comics.
Yes. Look, it looks like it looks like a sandwich. This isn't just replaceable.
It looked like a rhino fucking rape.
Is the director said cut? We'll just stop it.
So,
All right, go ahead, continue.
He walks in and him and I just start bantering back and forth, like joking the whole fucking time.
That's awesome.
And he was giddy. I'm telling you, he was giggling and laughing and looked like he was genuinely as excited to be doing this shit as we were to be having him in the fucking store.
That's awesome.
That is
That's
awesome.
cool,
That's
man.
great.
And that's when I realized he had a British accent again. Like he was
Oh, really?
not-
What tipped you off?
he was not speaking like American, like I think his.
Okay.
So then like he's about to, we take some pictures and shake hands and there's more banter. I can't remember half the shit that was said. I'm sure I said a lot of really dumb shit. Because dude, I do not get starstruck. I mean, one of my jobs in the past was spending a lot of time on film sets, interviewing celebrities and shit. But there's a big difference when you're at work at a comic book store and Doctor Strange fucking walks in, and it's
Right.
the Doctor Strange that everyone's going to know
That's-
in like
yeah.
7 months. You know what I mean?
That's
so
awesome.
I was just
so
like,
sick.
I mean,
Dude, that is
You
so
are
cool,
like,
man.
Dude, that is so sick.
You were there on a Tuesday, and this guy just walks in and be like,
Dude.
really? Is this
Dude,
really happening?
dude, so
I would lose my shit.
Right,
Are you like, are you fucking
so you
serious?
end up
That's so
face to
cool.
face with Benedict Cumberbatch,
I know, right?
What's the first thing you think to say?
I wait for him to talk.
Yeah, good for you.
In that
Dude,
situation, I
perfect
dare
move.
not say anything.
So-
I wait for someone else to make the first
That is
move.
wisdom,
I
son.
mean,
That is
that's
wisdom.
almost like going on the first date.
Did
Like,
you get his digits?
I know, I I know the first words that come. Can I put my dick in? No. It's like, fucking, it's Doctor Strange. So he comes in and I was like,
should I suck it now?
So what does he say?
Something to like, is there anything I can help you with? Like fucking stupid, like dumb as shit with a fucking smile and laugh. Like, I'm just laughing. Is there anything I can help you with? And he was like, and he tells me, he's like, I had to come in here. He's like, they told me there was a comic book store, on the block. And,
Awesome.
and he's like, there's no, we haven't been anywhere near a comic book store. I've been filming for 7 months straight. And I needed a quick break, and this seemed like the most fun thing to do.
It worked.
And I looked to the right, and behind him, I realized there's an entire fucking entourage and video cameras. So all this shit was recorded by the behind-the-scenes crew.
Wow.
So this shit might wind up on the
Special,
Blu-ray and DVD
no,
when it comes out for home
dude,
video.
just be glad there wasn't.
His is going viral.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, it's
It's
crazy.
all over
The
the
original
place.
image I
Everywhere,
posted to the GHU website has now been seen by almost 1 million people. That one
Exactly.
image.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Just
sick,
off of the
dude.
Facebook.
Now,
That's so
Just that
sick.
one
Now-
picture. That's not including the 20-something other news pieces from like Esquire and Vanity Fair and fucking dude. This was the shit of all the dumb shit that got me.
Oh no!
Dude,
I got you what?
cliffhangers.
I know, right? It's like The Walking Dead.
Of all the dumb shit that got you laid. Sorry.
We're gonna get
Do
him
you
back.
hate Renee Rosa?
What was the last thing you said? With all the dumb
dumb
shit.
shit.
Okay. We're gonna get him back. We're gonna get him back. I'm gonna cut this interview. So here we go.
Hook a left.
Here we go.
Hold on. He's gonna come back, baby.
Come back.
Come on, Renee. Of all the dumb shit, that was the last thing
It's all
you
the dumb
said.
shit that got me.
Of all the dumb shit.
When I say laid.
Your mind's always in the gutter.
Of all the dumb shit.
Because of your disability.
I imagine that's a long list.
His lack of conscience.
All right, I'm hanging up the phone. That's okay.
It's all right.
Renee, call us back, dude. Of all the dumb shit, this is the best story. Here he comes.
Here he is. Come on.
Renee, you're back.
There we go.
Of
The
all
last
dumb
thing you said was of all the dumb shit, and it cut.
Got me.
that got me. Of all the dumb shit that got me.
Hey,
All the
time
dumb
out,
shit
time
that I
out.
got crazy excited
Time
about.
out. The something cast. Are you the guy on the meme from my Facebook page?
Yes, I am.
That's
he
Renee
is.
Rosa, baby.
Yes, he fucking is.
Yo, Renee, you're a meme now, dude. You are a meme.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you in a second after I get past the other thing.
Go through it. Go through it.
There's already starting a meme that I'm gonna get my hair cut real quick.
Okay.
So, first of all, the one thing that I was like, it's so fucking stupid to be excited about, but I was crazy excited about, is that I saw my profile image, like my personal profile image, which is a slightly different picture than the one we have on GHU Comic Books, get shared by Harry Knowles, who owns Ain't It Cool News, which has been like the oldest fat boy geek, entertainment website on the fucking so, when I saw him, I was like, oh my god! Oh, it's like the patron saint of all that is fat and nerdy has fucking shared, my profile image. I was like, that's it. This is officially hit the fucking big time. In multiple ways. But yeah, so I've been tagged in I don't know how much shit. I eventually, at one point yesterday, I had to turn off my computer and my phone because it was too much. Like,
wow.
I've since then gotten over 500 and something friend requests on Facebook.
Wow.
Jesus.
Look at that.
I've gained at least.
That reminds me. Would you beat the
You
You didn't answer fast enough.
My Facebook account booming. And the funny thing is, like, nothing's happening on Twitter. Like, nothing.
That's because your presence is too weak on Twitter. I told you gotta hit the
and
Twitter harder.
Twitter's always behind
It's
the
because
times
Twitter's too
anyway.
weak on Twitter.
No. Twitter's superior. You don't even understand.
Twitter hates
You
multimedia.
don't even
hate
understand.
Twitter. I
Twitter
fucking hate
is
Twitter.
worth it. I promise you.
I don't use
Hold on a
Twitter
minute.
at all.
We're avoiding the big question here. So you finally speak to the man. What do
Yeah.
you say to the guy, dude? I mean, come on. This is one of the biggest This is one of the best actors anybody has ever seen ever.
That's right.
Well, at one
What
point,
was your first-
when he's about to leave, he's like, "So if this movie bombs and everything doesn't pan out, is there a place for me to work here at the store?" And I was like, "Yeah, but you got to drop that fucking British accent."
Yes!
And without even flinching, his immediate response is, "I could do that." Totally American accent.
I would have just said no.
Man, that is fucking great, dude. Wow.
That's so great.
And you just go to
I can do that.
Renee,
Yes.
how were you feeling just before this happened?
Suicidal? No.
Well, thank God you didn't have a strip club on the fucking block with you.
Well, there's a strip club on the same block, so it's not too far.
Because he said this was the most fun thing to do on the block.
Wow.
It isn't
And now Renee is a born again Christian.
Was it early in the day? Was
I
it
think you mean porn again.
Oh, yes, that's of course what I meant. Of course, you know that. I meant that.
But yeah, no, because I mean, come on, what's more fun than running into a fucking comic book store dressed up as a comic book
Dude,
character?
what?
Like,
No.
You know,
dude,
I mean, like, what happened to you, dude?
It'd be like Ben Affleck walking in as Batman.
Has that ever happened? Like,
No.
I love him. He goes,
No, and if he asked,
No,
and if
but you
he's-
didn't just
Oh,
say
hey,
no.
I
He went
like
this.
Ben-
He was
hey,
like,
whoa,
don't say
whoa.
that. Don't.
I fucks with Ben Affleck.
I like Ben
Batman.
Affleck.
I love it.
The only
I
difference
loved
is-
it.
Go ahead,
Thank
Renee.
you. Thank you.
Renee.
That was a
I
good
lost it
movie.
again.
Hell yeah, it was.
Dude, we need Renee to come back one more time, man. Come
He
on.
left again?
No,
He said the only thing.
Just
Phone drop.
phone a friend. Phone a friend.
You know what?
No, stop.
No.
Good
I
point.
didn't like the beginning.
Stop.
I didn't like the beginning, but no, the character though.
I
I see where they're going with
refuse
it.
to be a part
I
of a
see where
Batman
they're
versus
going with it.
Superman conversation. I refuse
Ah,
to be a
okay,
part of
that's
it.
all right. You don't have to be a part of it. It might
Hold on, guys. I'm trying something different.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Oh, he said he turned his phone off.
I heard that Ben Affleck was the best part of that movie, and
Oh,
that speaks,
no.
that speaks
No,
volumes.
he was really good though. It was
Hold on.
really good. Like you should check it out.
Renee, I'm trying to
There's
call
a-
you, buddy.
I'll tell you later.
Is
There's a
that
website
his?
you
Is
can
that
go
the
on.
picture?
Yeah, of
The
course.
picture on the phone is the picture we have.
Of course.
That's fantastic.
Of course. What else would I do?
Renee, you there?
Hello.
You there? Okay, I got
Yes, I
you.
am.
I got you through a different channel. Now,
Different
we were
medium.
talking about Ben Affleck as Batman. I was gonna have you end your point. Anything else you want to talk about Benedict Cumberbatch and talk about the comic book shop?
No, I mean, that was pretty much it. This shit has blown up beyond fucking belief.
Yo,
it's
man,
crazy 'cause
Ben
one of
Affleck
his
was the
movies
bomb and
from the
fam show.
fucking,
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it's like a motherfucker.
from
He
the,
was a
like,
bomb
Oh,
as
yeah.
Batman.
pictures up online.
Go ahead. What? Wait, say it again. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I said even the security footage has like been put up online, and
Dude, it's
I had
insane.
to write up
That's so
the
cool.
thing for the blog for our store because everyone kept on saying all this shit that didn't happen.
Yeah, right. Dude, I saw you posted
You
on
know,
one
like,
that
I
bed.
was
Like, go ahead.
This never happened. He didn't buy any comics. The man had no fucking pockets. You know, it's like, where do you expect to have him? Where can I have a fucking wallet to buy anything? First of all, he's got no pockets, man. That costume had no goddamn pockets.
Yeah, apparently they don't know about Doctor Strange. Doctor
He
Strange don't
wasn't
fuck
dressed
with
up as,
pockets.
at least Rorschach has a fucking overcoat with pockets, man. That's different. But yeah, no, man, it was fucking crazy. It only lasted, like, the whole thing was, like, no more than 2-3 minutes at tops.
Yeah.
And, but it
felt like a lifetime.
and like fucking, I don't know, since Sunday at
And
3:30
we have
in the
stretched it
afternoon,
into an
the
hour.
kid's not let up. What happened?
No.
Continue.
I don't.
Sorry,
Well,
neither do
it's
we.
not
Neither
let
do
up.
we.
I was expecting it to be done by this morning, and I'm still getting friend requests and shit all over the place. So
Well, wait till you get
What
the
about
Blast
the
from Tonight
ladies?
show.
Are the ladies treating you all right?
Yeah, right.
Why would they?
When will he be on
They
the
would only
TV show?
care if I was Benedict Cumberbatch.
They get his stink on.
No, but you know there are definitely some hoes out there that are gonna be like, "Did you touch Benedict Cumberbatch?
I see you.
Yes,
Yeah,
fuck
but-
me."
Yes,
I did. Yes, I did, man.
Hold on, what'd you say?
No, the one thing I was gonna say before when you were like, you're mean. There's one guy who tried to start one, which thankfully has not spread. But my hair's gotten really fucking long. So during the day, if I get really busy, I wind up tying it up into a fucking ponytail.
Sure.
And so this guy posted a fucking image of me standing next to Benedict Cumberbatch from an angle which he got off the security footage that we uploaded later on.
Right.
And took a picture of all the fucking things in the world to fucking really shit in my mouth of a comic book guy from The Simpsons with a ponytail. And was like, look. And I was like, great.
Worst Cumberbatch ever.
Let me ask you something, Renee. Worst episode ever.
Worst
Cumberbatch.
Life well spent.
Go, what'd you say?
I couldn't be less like the fucking comic book guy in The Simpsons.
I know, dude. I know. Dude, what's the... Dude,
I was
what...
like, you fucking asshole.
I know, right? Your hair is black. His is orange.
You're wearing glasses.
This person basically made a meme making fun of the way I look, and then looked at the profile image of the person who made it, and I couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman.
Wow. Okay, well,
So
that's impressive.
I'm like, this person is... I'd like, if I
Oh
wanted
shit,
to,
he's
I
gonna
could
kill
just
himself.
delete them with 1,000 fucking memes. I'm like, you know what? I never saw this. You continue on with my date.
Cold.
Dude. Alright, so listen, man.
Cold showers, Renee. Cold showers.
Hold on, Renee. Listen, dude. Long before this ever happened, you have always said that this is a great comic book shop. It's a cool place to go. You want to talk about that a little bit? Where is it and all that other stuff?
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, it's considered, we've been often called JHQ Comic Books. It used to be Jim Hanley's universe, but it's no longer that. It's JHQ Comic Books because it's different owners. Since the original guy, Jim Hanley, who owned Jim Hanley's universe, retired years ago. So everyone, first of all, fucking calls the store by the wrong name. So it's JHQ Comic Books, not Hanley. And we do tons of signings and events. I really go crazy trying to get fucking guys there, artists and writers to sign their comics when I can. We've had some really good shit happen at that store. This happened on Sunday, which was mind-blowing. It's not the first time, we've had celebrities walk in. It was just the first time we had a celebrity walk in fucking costume during filming.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
That's
dude.
awesome, dude.
That's so sick.
What a great moment.
And, people love our store because we cater to readers. We cater to people who read comics. We carry toys and shit, but really
What kind of
our bread and
toys?
butter are the actual fucking comic books, the things that make everything else exist.
That's a very good
with.
question.
And,
What kind of...
and
Go
that
ahead.
was one of the things he did say. That was one thing that Benedict Cumberbatch said. He's like, I wanted to come in here and, thank you guys and everything and have fun with you guys, especially because if it wasn't for shops like you, I wouldn't have a job like this, which is right.
It's true.
Because without comic books and comic book stores, they wouldn't be making a fucking Doctor Strange movie.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Dude, this is fucking incredible, dude. Congrats, Renee. You got all kinds of shit you're connected to, too, man. I hope that this fucking works out for you in every fucking best possible way, man.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully if there's, a blowjob in it for me, that'd be fantastic.
You know what helps Renee? Renee, you're such a sharp-looking guy, dude. You're a very good-looking guy. And I think that smile...
You're a regular pip.
I mean, you do look kind of like a piece of shit next to Cumberbatch.
You just said Cumberbatch.
Hold on, go. Let him retort.
You're a
Let
real
him retort.
piece of shit next to Cumberbatch.
What do you got, Renee?
Yeah, that guy.
YouTube.com/homebarproductions. Biatch.
We're live.
Like I find it.
Are we live?
Yeah,
We're live.
We're live, everybody. We're back.
Like I don't want that part of like my nature or being.
We're back on.
Yeah.
So get over here.
In a freaking sex.
All right.
I'm not interested in that kind of.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad energy.
No, it's the
but-
Rick Show.
Yeah, it's just me. Just me. Here we are.
There you go, third party.
There we are. There I am.
Hi guys.
Oh, hi. Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Matt Hill, welcome back. You enjoying your sandwich?
It's very good.
All right.
Did you put a raw
Did you
egg
see the
in-
Rick Show? I Morty. Wake up, Morty. Wake up, Morty.
Wake up, Morty.
I just went and did a fraud vote thing.
You fraudulently voted?
I just fraudulently voted at your local polling station.
Vote for Frank the Pussy?
They had great what's Polish, like sauce. They had great pierogies at your polling station.
So welcome back to Awesome Talk
Summer
Season
Sausage
7,
2016.
Episode 1.
Allergy cat at you.
We're back here at the bar. We're going to do it around the bar so that those people who have just entered the room... Well, we got a lot of shit to read here, man. Everybody's commenting and all kinds of shit. I am your host, Rick.
I'm Tony. Not the Prince.
Matt.
Sarah?
Yeah.
I'm Gregory the poet. So there, fat
Mr.
head.
Geggy Top.
Mr. Gegita. So what's
Back
up?
to you, Rick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You going to do another egg?
No, man.
Okay, all right.
The clip. It's the clip.
He wants me to kill me. You want me to die?
I just want to see you really push it to the forefront, my friend.
I did. I did it with Guinness tonight.
Okay.
You want-
all right.
Give me 3 eggs. Put 3 eggs in. I'll drink 3 eggs right fucking down right now.
With a beer right now?
No, I'll drink them raw.
Let a man eat a
With some
sandwich,
seltzer.
Beats.
You'll drink 3 eggs right now with some seltzer.
Give me
Yeah, well, I'll drink them raw. I
three
really don't
Are
like
you
seltzer.
joking or are you being serious?
No, go with 3 eggs. Get 2 eggs. I don't want to clean your eggs out. Go ahead.
Tony says he'll drink 2 raw eggs right now.
Just
Give
go
me
ahead.
3
Dude,
eggs.
it's not really a big deal.
That's what I'm saying. That's the
I
point
was
I'm making.
8 years old and drinking raw. Like, I don't give a shit.
That's what I'm getting at.
Just
I mean,
saying
I
I'll
don't
it
give
do
a
seems
it.
shit
gross.
to the extent where, like, it's a big.
I'll tell you
big-
what. You want to impress me? Shit in this fucking cup and then piss in it and then drink that.
Listen, if
And
you-
then-
if you
drink that would be
listen,
more
If
impressive.
you hold the chicken over your head and squeeze it out into your mouth,
And you squeeze so hard that his ass cracks the egg into your mouth. That will be impressive.
Wow, that's brilliant. That's so good.
well, we
I'm
tried.
cracking it.
We tried.
It's all about the riff.
That's some kind of porn.
Probably.
Egg porn.
So welcome back to Awesome Talk. We're here. So did you guys hear about this judge who
Judy?
So this woman was brought into the courtroom, and this was one of my seals of approval on a recent episode of Ice in the Face. And this woman was brought into the courtroom. She had been in jail for a few days, and she did not have pants on. And she didn't have pants on because the jail didn't give them to her
For 3 days.
for 3 days. And she also had her period over this time and stuff like that, and nobody did shit for her, and they walked her into the courtroom like this. The judge happened
That's
to
going to be a human rights
female.
violation of
Exactly.
some sort.
The
Are we
judge...
talking about Darfur or are we talking about Orange
No,
County?
we're talking about, like, this was like in I'll tell you right now.
Minnesota
Yeah, it was
or
like
something.
Georgia or some
Well,
shit.
Georgia, I believe. Minnesota.
Kentucky.
That's
And the
a
judge...
Saturday night.
The judge was female, and the judge looked up and realized this woman didn't have pants on. And you've never seen a person just go dark over something so fast in your life. She was like, what the hell am I even looking at here? What the hell even just happened here? You know what I mean?
Was it a budgetary thing?
The excuses didn't seem to impress the judge.
Was the woman
And the
so
judge-
large that she required 3 pairs
No,
of pants?
nothing like that. Nothing like that. In fact, the judge didn't even think the woman was supposed to be in jail over what she was in
So
jail
it
for.
sounds like all right. It sounds like
Give
somebody's
me
got
3
some money
pants,
Right.
coming.
mister. Give me 3 pants, mister.
Well, the same judge is back in the news again.
Yeah, I saw that.
For what, going batshit crazy on a cabbie?
Well, this time
Stick.
she had somebody in the courtroom who never got the chance to hold her newborn baby
His.
for the first
No,
time.
it's a dude.
His newborn baby for the first time.
And he was in jail?
No, this is in the courtroom.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
but
he
he was
was
in
in
jail and he
jail.
couldn't hold his baby?
Yeah, right.
Welcome to jail, motherfucker, but go ahead.
Right. But at the same time, you do have to admit that the humanity built into it.
Welcome to jail. What did this guy do? Well, let's talk about his
All right,
humanity
let's talk
after we
about
find
what he did. On Friday...
He killed a baby.
By squeezing the chicken over his head and fucking putting eggs into it. He drowned a baby in fucking Jaeger yolk.
The two are co-defendants in a burglary case.
Crackheads. Meth.
Well, yeah, but those are assumptions. Is it?
So he was being held on bail. He wasn't actually convicted yet.
The two are kind of.
Some people just like to steal.
They tried to
just
steal.
like to smoke
They tried to steal 6 flat screen TVs.
So,
in February.
but were they convicted, or was he being held on
The
bail?
judge had placed a no contact order in the defendants, meaning they could not meet or speak with each other because it was a husband and wife that did this. Evidently, Ashley gave birth to the couple's son in July, and James, who had been in custody at the time, had not met the 1-month-old. His wife brought the boy to court on Friday, was holding him where she stood nearby James during the hearing so she could see him for the first time.
Okay.
And the judge allowed. Now, here's my thing. My thing is that the justice system in this country, it should, if we're really going to have a justice system and call ourselves progressive, I feel like it has to be more about rehabilitation and less about vengeance. And
I don't disagree with that, but you're
that thing before that was like
you might as well just dismantle the Fed overnight. But go ahead.
No, and I agree with that. And that's a big problem for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in this particular case, coming from somebody who hates kids, even I think the idea that the judge was like, please let the guy hold his baby.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Well,
it just
judges are there to mete out justice, but the law enforcement are there to enforce laws.
Can I say something?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
by the judge letting him hold the baby can also calm him down so they can get through the trial.
Well, yeah, but
I'm just saying.
But
so,
doesn't that also boil down to just being a human being?
Again, this is what judges do. Judges mete out justice. Law enforcement enforce laws, and that's their job. And these are the rules of our society. It may seem a little. It probably seems a little harsh to me if he wasn't actually convicted. If he was convicted of anything, you're in jail, motherfucker.
But it just kind of seems to me like this judge has now made the news twice.
So she's running for president in 2020. Is that what you're saying?
And she might be, but the fact that she could be a judge and still be a humanitarian, because we've seen judges like I've been in front of a judge who didn't give a fuck at all.
Dude, I've been in front of a lot of judges. Most of them
A lot of judges all about driving related issues.
No, I spent a lot of time.
I guess the innocent.
Let me tell you, I spent a lot of time in municipal court, and most judges are fair and they do mete out justice correctly. The things you hear about are the ones that are douches or the ones that are extraordinarily good.
Sure.
But most of them will even say, look, this new cell phone law, this new cell phone penalty is bullshit because in the past you were told to plead down to these, so please talk to the prosecutor. I really don't want your money. This is what the state's forcing me to do.
Ooh.
Okay? That's justice, King
That's a good
Solomon
thing.
style. Okay? So that's what judges. That's why I'm a firm believer, and people will argue me, but the justice, the judicial branch is the only thing that saved us so far from complete and utter fucking collapse.
Yeah,
and that's why I voted for that, and that's why I didn't vote for John McCain when John McCain was running for president because the Supreme Court choices are very important. That's often overlooked as to when you talk about why you want to vote for somebody or another because they're basically the same people, but whether they're voting whether they're bringing a conservative or a liberal onto the bench because they're lifetime appointments. Even though a lot of times judges will come on and once they're lifetime appointed. Then it's like fuck you. I'm a judge. I'm gonna,
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there are exceptions to stuff, and people will definitely take, we'll argue the fact that the judicial system sucks too. Yeah, it all sucks. I'm not disagreeing with that, but I'm saying the judicial system saved us as a country. I believe still.
I just feel like personally, I have
from utter collapse.
I have a big problem with a system run by cyborgs. Where everything is listed out on a piece of paper.
Well, that's why you have judges.
Judges
are
bureaucratic.
Where it's just like, well, the rules say this, so this, and all the humanitarianism goes out of every bit of reasoning, and it's like sometimes throughout a process, being a humanitarian or being a human being actually does a lot of good for not just the system, but for society to see a judge do the right thing for somebody twice. And this is coming months after there was a video that went viral where this fucking guard practically raped this fucking girl in the courtroom, and the judge turned around and read the paper while it was going on.
That was
and it was
painful to watch. I almost couldn't watch it because I felt.
But that's the exception, not the rule.
Who is this? Who does this woman have to protect her in a room full of cops and a judge, and they're the ones that are allowing? It was such a feeling of betrayal from just society as a whole.
I just worry that we're in a time now where it's
that's the exception, not the rule, though, man. That's
Right.
that's why it went viral.
But I do think though that we are living in a time now where when somebody does the right thing or they go above and beyond to do the right thing, we are in a time where we sort of have to highlight that person a little bit because we're losing that.
No, but that's not why it happens. It happens because we're all fascinated by the media. We're all fascinated by something different or something to talk about, and that's why it's always the exception, not the general rule.
Yeah.
I mean, most penalties, there's plenty of leeway for judges. There's a range, you know.
Sure.
And sometimes the judge's hands are tied if you're a multiple offender or stuff like that. But most of and don't get me wrong, you don't want to be the guy after the fucking guy who just pissed the judge off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's happened to me too before, and that's unfair, but that's life.
Right.
Sometimes you walk into Staples and you're dealing with dicks.
Hillary had Anthony Scalia killed, so that's a good reason to vote for her.
Yeah,
right there. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
There's your
just get rid of your problems with
boom.
murdering.
Do that, and they can't even read WikiLeaks about it.
I want to talk about music a little bit. I want to talk about Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson's taking a lot of shit right now in the internet sphere.
He doesn't like Jesus.
This is what happened. So Marilyn Manson's playing a show like a week ago or 2 weeks ago or something, right?
Where PNC?
I don't know where it was,
Jesus
but it was a big
tour?
place like PNC. It was a big
just
arena.
recently played PNC.
Okay, he's doing a tour with Slipknot, and right now Slipknot, Corey Taylor is actually doing the show in a neck brace because he has a neck injury that he's dealing with. Manson.
Bill went to that show, not this, but that tour.
Do you know what I'm about to talk about? What
No,
Manson
I don't
did?
think
So Manson gets off the stage. He walks out into the crowd. He's still singing. He's doing the beautiful people, right? He goes into the sound booth. Now, if you know, like in big arenas, the sound booth is often in the middle of the arena.
Yeah, so you're right.
It's not like in the back. It's not like on the stage. It's in the middle of everything.
Sure.
So he sort of goes back there. While he's back there, and I haven't read any explanation as to why this happened.
On the back of the soundman's neck?
Well,
was it
no.
Hinge?
I think it might be worse.
Hinge might have
than
been
that.
into it.
Yeah, right.
Well, he's sober now. He's probably not into that.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
god, that's the best name. If he ever does a biography, Unhinging Hinge. Hinge Unhinged.
So
These are great names.
Manson goes up to the soundboard and he starts, while he's singing, he's fucking with the levels, and he turns around and he knocks an LED screen over for one of the other sound guys. Now, a lot of people are giving him shit for this. We're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're ruining the show. This
My
is fucking
response
ridiculous.
was simply, the show he fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
he was the headliner. Was there anybody after him?
Yeah, exactly
he's only
right.
fucking up his own actual show.
Okay,
so
Keith Moon, big deal. What about
But
Joe
people
Walsh?
are saying that there's an epic amount of disrespect that comes with doing that.
Oh,
to the sound
disrespect from rock stars. Stop the presses!
But,
you fucking kidding me?
But nobody knows what happens. For all we know, what if the sound guy was doing something wrong that he was warned about 6 times? So Manson in the show walks
I
over.
said
This is you're an asshole. Boom,
thing.
boom, boom.
Have you ever had a sound man piss you off so bad? How many people in this room are musicians? A bunch of us have played shows or we are musicians, right? Have you ever had something happen where the sound guy does not give a fuck? He's an asshole to you, and like you're like, well, fuck it, you know, like not everybody is Hinge.
Here's what I did.
Hinge is a great sound.
Well, Hinge is also an asshole, so let's be. I'm not friends with Hinge.
Yeah, but he's fine with it though. You know, like that, you know what I'm saying?
Here's what that sound guy at Starland Ballroom did to me. Okay, I get there.
How to get started?
We're opening for Marshall Tucker. It's a sold out show.
Okay.
I get there and like it's Marshall Tucker. I'm like I grew up in the '70s and '80s, and so I bring like fucking 15 people. I'm like, dude, you want to come up play guitar over? He's like, yeah, my phone, my loose. You know, everybody's a rock star that night. So we go up there, and I got a little. I'm a firm believer in a low stage volume. I don't have a big stack. I got a fucking 30-watt combo, and it's a fucking. There's 3,500, 4,500 people, sold out show, right? You know, completely open, not where they close those sides. I get there, and the guy's like, "Well, I don't want to mic your amp." I'm like, what do you know? Just turn it up. I'm like, what are you gonna fucking? You're gonna mic my amp, dude? What the fuck are you talking about? We sold a shitload of tickets. Like we were supposed to sell. We sold more. Double what we're supposed to. They wouldn't even give us any more to sell pre-show, okay? And we still had a couple dozen people show. Right. I was only dropping a bucket of the 3,500 people. So, though, we started in our set, and we did a song about Katrina. This is 2007. And so I go on this, just a little rap beforehand, and I say, you know, this goes out to people in the 9th Ward, and you better believe that if a hurricane hits here under Bush administration, we're going to get the same fucking response and all that shit.
Sure.
And so we get done with that, and I'm watching the clock on the side, and we had 40 minutes, and we get done, and I had the fucking... The sound guy fucking We get done with the song, and Tom's like, yo, and the monitor kid's standing there, and the monitor kid goes, your time's up. I said, what do you mean my time's up? He's like 18 years old. And I look at the clock, and we still had like fucking 10 minutes. So I had the crowd, and I get out there, and the first thing I said is, I was a little nervous being a fat old drunken redneck, all you people, but you're all fat old drunken rednecks. But then I'm like, I want to fuck every one of you, and they're all like, yeah, everybody's into it. So we started chanting, fuck the sound guy, and the whole part. And this is all on videotape. The whole crowd just go, fuck something. I turned to the monitor kid and go, you better get out of here, you're going to get hurt, kid. I fucking told Tom County, place erupts. Afterwards, what I did, I took all the snakes, just fucking moved all the fucking XLRs around. Fuck you, buddy. After our set, every fucking box I could see, I just fucking moved them from one end.
So do you think Manson was maybe justified?
I don't care. He's around. Whatever.
Now, hold on. We have some comments in the chat I want to get to here. Let me back up. There are choices. Okay, this is back in the old conversation.
Somebody dropped the pure victory.
Here. Okay. Yep. Absolutely. Just Jillin, not Hillin. Recidivism. Okay. Let's see. I'd rather hear the case of the state of Georgia versus Denver. Fenton Allen. Read by Rick and Morty. Yeah. Dude, Gags, I'm on board with that. I want to talk about that too. It's the same dude that has drop-kicked his band members, violently thrown shit at his fans, and blown people on stage. Marilyn Manson is known for his short temper and his propensity to causing a stir. I agree, man. He does have a fucking history of that. That's his legacy. Is
here's the thing. If he was the headliner, he was the last act. He's got the money to pay for it. Fuck off.
That's exactly it.
Did he punch the sound guy in the face? Did he assault the sound guy?
No, didn't assault anybody.
Then
not that I'm aware of.
No, it would have been great if he just pissed on the soundboard. That would have been fucking something to talk about.
Yeah, right. But you're talking about the guy who invented the term. Well, I guess he didn't invent the term shock rock, but in the '90s, man, in the early 2000s, he was the fucking capital king of that shit.
He has nothing nice to say about Jesus.
Yeah. That is
well, Jesus has nothing to say these days anyway.
Yeah, right.
Look what Jesus is doing to us between the fuck with the election this year.
Right. So Jesus sucks.
You do know why chicks dig Jesus though, right?
What do you mean?
Do you know why all the chicks always dug Jesus?
Why?
He's hung like this.
Fucking awesome.
Nice.
By the way, Tony Tedesco's going to be on Ice in the Face this week, just so you know.
Tune in.
Yeah, tune into that shit.
We say tune in as if it's live.
Yeah, that's my Bailiwick.
Let's see the same. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the Olympics.
What?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care either about the fucking Olympics. Now we were watching it last
They're
night
all
against our
complaining
will.
about
I saw some powerlifter had to go home for drinking too much.
The Olympics are going on?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Any camel toe in the bathing suits? Any camel toe in the
And the
swimmers?
14-year-old gymnastics.
She was talking about last night how the swimmers, the consistency of their skin all looks really spongy and weird. And I was like, hashtag chlorine life. You know, it's too much chlorine does to you.
Their bodies are like, it looks like pizza dough. Like, they don't look like they have bones. They're like raw. They look like they're made out of silly putty. And they're weird looking, man.
This is not necessarily Olympics related, but it is, what is it, Zika virus?
I know,
in Florida,
right?
they want to put genetically
Modified
mosquitoes into the have you ever heard of frogs in Australia? You want to put genetically
no.
There's a lot of problems with the whole Zika bullshit.
They want to release cougars here.
I'm all for fucking cougars, so there's some right here.
The deer. No, but like the cat kind.
Not the pussy kind.
Not the pussy kind.
Yeah. I
What
heard that.
qualifies as a cougar? What age?
For me, 72.
I think when he's saying it's just it depends on your age.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. So I'm 37. So what's a cougar to me?
72.
I think we call those gilfs where I'm from.
Yeah, that's a gilf. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I call them gilfs.
What? Gilfs, man. Grandmas I'd like to fuck. But
you said it, not us.
But the Olympics, man, like part of the issue. Fuck the games. Who gives a shit about the games?
Well, did you see that there were the hotel that they set up for some of the Olympians to stay in? And they showed pictures, and it's like this barren room with like a bed.
Yeah, right.
And they were saying that the water didn't work, there was no electricity, and it's just
not to mention the people in the streets
they
trying
whip
to
the
tear
hotels up together really quick.
This is my opinion of that. if they want to seriously have the balls to complain that their water doesn't work, even though they spend millions of dollars to build a fucking arena in the middle of poor people's homes, while thousands of people are protesting this fucking thing in the streets,
Well, that's
and
why it
nobody's
shouldn't be
covering
there.
it, they can go fuck themselves.
You must be a lucky man. You're so angry. You must be great,
so
man.
angry.
I hate to say that out loud, but
I kind of disagree. I kind of disagree.
Dude, if someone
it's
built
Rio's
a giant
fault.
Olympic swimming
Yes.
pool in your fucking house,
It's
and just
Rio's
kicked
fault.
you out,
It's Rio's fault.
blame it on Rio. Is that a Michael Caine movie?
It's their fault.
Is that what you
Go to Rio.
They wanted the Olympics
Hello,
to happen
Frisco.
there. They wanted it to
Yeah.
happen there, and they fought for it. And then so they gave it to them, the people show, and then they don't
Almost
give them the
every
right
time the
facilities.
Olympics
Yeah, I haven't paid
happens,
much
it's
attention.
fucking
I perused the medal count, and I saw that the refugee Olympic team, which I thought was great, has 0 medals.
There's a refugee.
There's a refugee Olympic
the
team.
refugees
Dude,
have 0 medals.
Go to Yahoo.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, they may now. It was early in the games, but if you go to Yahoo, there's the medal
Oh
count. And you
my
scroll down,
God.
and you'll see there's a refugee Olympic team. I think that's great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man, we go sledding.
I love America.
Yeah.
Medals, buttons, like real basketball players beating
Yeah.
up on little people. And stuff.
Well, I see the next Olympics they're introducing chess, tug of war, and there was something else that was really ridiculous.
It's skateboarding.
No, is it skateboarding?
Yeah, they're
Olympic
introducing
Pokemon
Not Olympic Pokemon Go, but I'll tell you what. Look, man, the whole Pokemon Go thing. Here's my opinion, okay? No, because this has gone on since we've been off the air.
Yeah.
Okay. Pokemon Go, whatever you want to do that you think is fun, I'm all for. But if you wander into traffic because you're not paying
Or
attention
off
and
a
I hit you with my
fucking
car,
cliff.
We're allowed to
I'm
consider.
allowed
We're
to keep
allowed to
going.
consider that funny.
I can, we can laugh at that and we can keep driving. You know, like I'm reading stories about like women get like this woman was like caught in a tree
Yeah.
and people had to
You
get
guess
her
what?
down.
You caught a Tretapod.
Yeah, and it's like, but there's a rare Pokemon. I'm like, do you hear yourself? Like, are you aware?
Well,
like,
see, yeah.
like I'm okay with this. Like I like that augmented reality is a success. I think that that's dope. But like, don't be ridiculous, man. Like people are getting hit by cars and falling out of trees and shit. Like, what are you talking about,
I
man?
can't stand just in general, not even with this, just Pokemon. Just
Yeah.
Somebody pointed out to me
I'm really
recently this is
tired
the
of hearing about
second.
it.
This is the second Pokemon invasion on this country.
They use
well,
it
yeah,
anywhere.
Pokemon's been popular for forever.
Yeah.
It's
No, it
just-
was popular once and then it disappeared. Then all of a sudden,
No. It's
Just
never
always been
disappeared.
popular. It never disappeared.
It never disappeared, dude.
Never
It's
disappeared.
just after our time.
I was here for the first invasion. And
Okay.
it never disappeared.
We were older. We were older by the time it came out, so we didn't pay attention.
No, I had kids. I taught my kids how to play. You know, I mean, they taught me how to play. Then I taught them how to win. You know,
Yeah, right,
because everybody's all about fire and water decks. And I built this deck out of grass cards, and then it just killed everything. And my kids started killing all I would take them to these tournaments every week. And the guy who won the next 2 years of the world championships had almost the same exact deck I had. And my kids are like, they'll still tell you a story how I'm a fucking Pokemon genius. You know,
You're the Pokemon genius.
I'm the Pokemon genius.
So you're a fan.
What?
Do you dig this Pokemon Go craze?
No. Well, it's amusing. It's amusing, but it's not like Pokemon was cool because it was a strategy game. It was well thought out.
Which
and
I'm all for.
It was it was about balancing, and the fact that you could use a grass deck to dominate fire and water was impressive with that. It's a strategy, so I like strategy games. So yes, the same reason why I like Hannah Montana. If it inspires my kid to fucking pick up a guitar and play a couple chords, then go fuck yourself. Go listen to fucking Slipknot if you want. And,
Sure.
You know, whatever. It's to each their own. This thing though is, and I don't know enough about it. I don't know whether it's like remember when Diablo came out? Like my kids were my son Joey was like the #1 player on the Eastern fucking servers for like 3-4 years. He was
Damn.
making serious bank by
Wow.
fucking getting mystical items and selling them on Blizzard. Now if you're able to sell if you're able to aftermarket these Pokemon you catch, then I'm all for it.
Right,
You know,
right.
because basically with the Blizzard you got the Sword of Destiny or whatever. You go on Blizzard.net and somebody buy it to you for $200.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
insane,
if that's
dude.
the case, that's fine. If this is just about catching things, and I'm all for you having a good time. But some people are going overboard. You know,
Yeah,
but,
dude,
but,
yeah.
but that's their culture, and that's fine. I don't want to start, to each their own. It has
People
an
like what they
opinion.
like.
Did you hear about golf ball girl?
What about her?
She's got some kind of
Oh yeah, I saw something.
Pokemon and Chill app going on.
Yeah.
Pokemon and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I just saw
Well,
something briefly.
there's
That
a
she
page on Facebook, and then there's an app apparently in the works, or I don't know if it's
Well,
that
clinky
much.
to you. Clinky to you.
Yeah.
Is it? Let's see.
Apparently she said she's making money off of it. So.
I tried caring about
Oh, there
the
she is.
Olympics. Yeah. What's up, Jennifer? I tried caring about the Olympics and accidentally tabbed out and started jacking off on Pornhub.
Me too.
What were you jacking off to? That's the whole thing. Jacking off at Pornhub is not hard to do. But
That's a very private question. You don't ask people.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
sorry, Matt. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you. You just not private to me. I found a great porn. I found a great video. It's just a basic.
What do you
video.
search for?
I don't search for anything. I do like the Facebook thing where you just kind of wander around. You just go by, just click from like.
Dude, but like, I have one problem when it comes to porn, for the sake of getting off, not for the sake of just hanging out, is that sometimes the browse time really cuts in everything else. I mean, if like you're just not into what you're seeing and you're like, and then go to the next.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I go. You're like, fuck the porn. I have an imagination. That's fine.
I don't go to any porn sites that don't have the little preview down on the slider. And I figure I'm going, okay, there's a money shot. Yes, her eyes. I got a checklist. Do her eyes roll in the back of her head? Does she convulse fucking uncontrollably? Okay, those are two big ones.
Is she conscious?
Well, it depends. Because I saw a great video once where this guy's fucking this guy's wife, and she convulses and passes out. He's like, keep fucking her. So he keeps
Was
fucking
it the
her.
Hulk Hogan video?
No. But all of a sudden the chick's like, and she goes back to that. I'm like, now that's some serious fucking going on.
Yeah.
And that's what I prefer to watch amateur stuff because I like watching real people that can fuck.
Dog, that's not the first time we've been told that.
What did he say?
He said our voices go great with latex fisting Bonanza Volume 134.
That if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. You know what I mean?
The granularity of that comment's impressive. The volume 134 Bonanza.
So let me say hello to everybody in the chat. We're almost at the point where we're gonna take another break. Then we're gonna come back and wrap it up and say goodnight.
And sing lullabies.
Couple of things. I want to, dude, Douglas B. I love that name, Douglas B, man. I need to get something and name it that.
Sounds like another cat in your future.
Yeah. No. There's no more cats in my future. The cat future is dead.
We're stocked up with cats.
Well, one's got to fall off the fucking radar sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
And then there's 5 more to go.
Yeah. So, big ups to our sponsors one more time, Nevermore-Designs.com. We're going to do a cold cock as soon as we get back, and then we're going to wrap it up, okay? We're gonna do
I'm
a cold
sorry,
cock
what
shot
was
when we get
that
back.
about that awesome talk? Beautiful
Well,
volume
Gregory
out there?
Schwartz, I'm glad you brought this up.
I have a question.
Don't forget the hyphen.
Nevermore-Designs.com.
Was that, did you say
Nevermore-Designs.com. You
Not the
get
word
yourself
dash,
an awesome
the
talk
hyphen
mug.
dash.
Right. And also go to Cold Cock Whiskey and check them out. When we come back, we're going to do our shot. We're going to
Cold
wrap
cocks
it up
for
and
hot
say
holes.
goodnight. And we're going to be out. We're going to be out for the first episode. But let me tell you something. While I got everyone's attention, next show, we have the guys from PBR Podcast coming on. The following show, we have the dudes from the Tattooed Banana Podcast are going to be here. And the show after that, September 20th, Sarah, I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce that
reveal.
one.
The
Because
big reveal.
This was,
It's not that big.
go ahead.
Will Wood and the Tapeworms.
Will
So
Wood-
yeah, dude, you should look up their music online because it's fucking phenomenal.
Will Wood and the Tapeworms. We saw them open for Go Go Bordello at the Starland Ballroom a couple of months ago, and they were fucking awesome, dude.
Very, very impressive.
Did you mention the Starland Ballroom?
I did.
That the House of Independence is now the sister club of the Starland
The
Ballroom?
sister club?
The
Are
House
they-
of Independence
are they
of
stepsisters?
the
I've been to
Starland
sister club.
Ballroom
Three
are
times I've been to sister
co-promoting
club.
each other. Brought to you by that beautiful
Tony?
mug and cold cock
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah, herbal whiskey. Tony, let me just tell you something, man. I know a guy, I'm not going to say who, but I know a guy who got 2 hot sisters to make out with each other.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Have you
that
done
happened twice, and then once with my own sister. So 3 times.
Fucked up. Listen, we're going to cut to the next break, then we're going to come back and say goodnight. This break's only about 20 minutes. What you're going to see is 2 things. One, Matt Hill is going to do the raw egg and the beer, but he's going to explain a little bit more in depth about where it comes from. This is the first Awesome Talk Quickie we've ever filmed. The other one is an Awesome Talk clip, where we go back to part of our conversation we had with Lou from Lou Reads the Internet for You. That's season 3,
man's
episode
voice
1.
is butter.
That
Butter,
man's
I
voice is
tell
straight
you.
butter. Straight butter.
Lou
So Lou there's a podcast called Lou Reads the Internet for You.
Okay, gotcha.
And he finds
It's
the most horrendous, fucked up shit you can find, and he just reads it. But he has like the perfect announcement. Yeah.
And so he just reads the most vile shit, but with his like
Radio voice.
Perfect
radio voice.
Mellifluous.
It's amazing.
Hilarious.
It's amazing. And he was on season 3, episode 1. This is part of that, so it's all mixed together. Check it out. We'll be back in about 20 minutes to wrap it up, and we'll see you then.
Hello.
Hey,
I have a tasty treat for you.
you do have a tasty treat
I
for me
do.
today. Okay.
So when I was a kid,
Okay.
my grandfather used to tell me how he used to drink beer with the raw egg. It was a liquid breakfast.
Right, the raw egg.
I've seen it on TV, seen tons of people doing it. I always assumed you would just throw up instantly.
It sounds very puke-worthy to me.
So, until I tried it.
Right.
And it's delicious.
Okay, all right.
So let's do it.
Let's see what we got here. You're really doing this. You're really putting the egg into the Awesome Talk mug right now.
Doing it.
And you're drinking some good old-fashioned
Here's a beer for
America.
you.
Yeah, I'll have some beer. I hope I didn't get any egg on that from
No.
your eggy hand. And salt.
And salt.
Okay, so you're adding. So we have minerals.
That was a lot of salt.
Okay, hey.
It's going to be really salty.
Sometimes I'll do the salt. The egg.
Put the
egg,
salt in first.
Okay, so how much salt? Less than what you did?
Less than
Okay.
I did.
So, okay,
That's
that's good.
good.
That's a
That's
good
good.
amount of salt. Okay, and now we're gonna pour some good fresh America.
America.
Okay,
In a can.
let's see what we got here. I gotta give it a good slow
See
pour.
the foam?
It's foaming like crazy,
That's
dude.
the salt.
It's not just the beer.
Well, the beer, no, because this beer has not been shaken. Or,
Okay, or stirred.
Yeah, not stirred.
It's not on the rocks. Any of that other alcohol talk. Okay.
All right.
This is pretty. Mine's foamy, but I can live with it, dude. I can work through the foam.
Let's work through the foam.
Okay, that does work. I don't trust where my fingers have been, but let's see what we got here.
My finger's been in my body.
Yeah, wow. As long as it's your body, you know. That's
All
just
right.
like finger.
You just let it sit.
Oh yeah.
Delicious.
Now I see the yolk in the bottom there.
It's all doing stuff. That's the salt.
Yeah, can you
And the
hold
yolk.
that up so we can really see the yolk in there? We bring it closer to there we go. Oh yeah, there's a yolk in there. This is no joke.
Yeah.
It's no yolk.
G-yolk.
It's
Okay.
no yolk.
Huck, huck, huck.
All right.
All right.
So we're doing this now.
And then you gotta down it like a man.
Clinky, my friend.
Clink.
But when I sold out for the money, I woke up. And when I'm alone, sometimes I toke up. I think about Matt and David get choked up. It's a crime how they held me back. They know my voice was the power behind the tracks. And the fact of the matter is, them bitches can't even play. They're hanging off every word I say. And that's
Yeah,
okay if
yeah. You got
Yep.
the beard mustache.
Yep. And now it feels like I had a meal.
Yeah, you sure did. You ate some raw chicken embryos.
It's the baby bird.
Well,
Minus the semen.
yeah, delicious.
Delicious.
So, Matt Hill of Chillside Podcast, thank you so much for this wonderful
Yes.
a beersentation, if you will.
So you want an interesting breakfast?
I know I do.
Some salt, an egg, and a beer.
I'm going to show everybody it works.
And a can of America.
Yeah, that's why you really put the cherry on the can.
Yes.
Yeah. Jose, can you see?
We will call that a Chillside recipe.
Yeah, the Chillside recipe. I love it.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Shows. Fuck all your big ass stretch limos. Fuck all your big ass studios. And fuck all your motherfucking CEOs. Fuck your expensive clothes. I don't need $1 million to show what I can do. Cause I can shop at Walmart and rap better than you. When you get a taste of the Left Nut Crew, you'll cry for more like boo-hoo. And I'll never pay.
What's up, man? Thanks for being here, dude.
Yeah, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, dude.
Anytime.
Dude, a few weeks ago, we got fucked up and listened to your podcast. I mean, literally, for like 8 straight fucking hours we listened to it. laughing our balls and vaginas off, and it was
Just one vagina, really.
well, one.
Well,
vagina,
we don't talk about broken hand, Drew.
No, we don't talk about this guy. But
Oh,
I wasn't here to laugh it off, so my vagina's intact. So suck it, bitch.
I don't want to suck your vagina.
Well, that's a shame because I was talking to Rick.
So let's talk, man. If you
How's it going?
please introduce yourself, what you do, what's going on, man.
Well, it was a pretty good introduction. My name is Lou. I have a podcast called Lou Reads the Internet for You, and I go and find things you don't want in your browser history, and I read from them.
Excellent. Excellent. So I'll shoot it off with the first official question. What made you decide you wanted to set this up as a podcast?
Well, it started as I belong to the Something Awful forums, and we used to do a thing there called the Weekend Web, which was sort of like go to other forums and find absurd posts and share them on our forums as sort of a weekly thing. They're still available on the front page. And I really enjoyed doing that. And there was a guy on there, Schwartz, who would animate them and people would do voiceovers for them. And they were really funny. And I decided I would sort of start doing that on my own, recording them. And it started, there was like a find the stupidest thing you can find on Craigslist thing, and I read one of those, and then people seemed to enjoy it, so I started reading more, and then I started recording the weekend webs that we did just as like for a kick, and then decided like, hey, I'm learning how to edit audio, and I'm doing all this stuff. I might as well jump on the podcast bandwagon.
Yeah,
That's
why
what
not?
we
Yes.
did.
Why not?
Look at us.
Straight
you
to
go.
fucking Gold Town, right?
Oh man,
Now you're talking to a bunch of people.
We're
in a
all on
basement
our
attic
way.
or something.
yeah, I know. I gotta broom away all these coins.
I want to talk about when I listen to your podcast. Occasionally, you read something that is really fucking terrible,
Yes.
and then
From time to time.
Yeah.
and then you hit a point where I actually like before you read it, you actually go, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my god.
When
So-
you stumble,
so
it's great.
you
You guys
don't-
are like watching Saturday Night Live and they break down and laugh in the middle when they're not supposed to.
It's like, and it's very real. Like you don't review these things beforehand. You just
You know, I usually pick a thread that looks promising, and I don't read the whole thing because
Oh,
sometimes they're
awesome.
pretty long, and just sometimes the way people phrase things are just put out. That, like in that urine drinking
oh yeah,
thing,
yeah.
the guy's just like, first off, it was delicious. It was like, an absurdity. And everyone, other people in the thread are like, oh, I totally agree. Which is another absurdity, but
Like
every once in a
leaving a
while
cup
I
in a
do get
urinal.
caught off guard, just with some of the, just either the phrasing is ridiculous or just the premise of what they're sharing is just so out of left field.
Yeah.
So
That,
do you have to
but
join
people
these?
definitely love that
Do you
when I
have to-
break.
Do you have to join these forums to read all these things, or are they just kind of public?
Depends. Some of them I do join. I have a couple throwaway accounts, and the great part about
Burners.
that is that I use my real birthday, so I will get birthday emails from.
Happy birthday from Urine Drinkers Anonymous.
I always get a birthday email from Raw Tops Breeding Zone.
Oh,
That just doesn't
God.
sound.
Well, that's nice.
That sounds like I don't ever want to eat
That
food
is
again.
nice.
Well,
Yeah,
Rick,
well,
Rick
yeah,
actually
he's,
led.
that place is pretty intense. But that guy actually sent me an email saying he listened to the episodes I did, and that he thought I represented the site well.
Yeah, that was my next question: is do people like come back at you and say, "Oh, thanks, that was really great. Like, thanks for coming to the site."
People, when the users find it, they tend to enjoy it because aside from early episodes where I was sort of more snarky about the whole thing, I try to just read it without being too judgmental myself. Well, sometimes it leaks out when I'm just like, but for the most part, sometimes people will be mad that I read, but no one's ever come at me except for the girl from the sneeze fetish forum because I was reading something specifically about her. It was a guy sent me this guy's friend had found out his girlfriend belonged to sneeze fetish forum and had written about him sneezing on the forum. So I read this and sort of made some unkind comments about the sneeze fetish in general. And
How does the sneeze fetish work? Like, what's the fetish?
Yeah, let's explain that.
It's more about uncontrollable reactions. So they also like people who have trouble holding their pee. You know, it's like it's about not being able to like an explosive loss of control.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, but yeah, because they, you know, if you sneeze like more than once or twice, they'll be like, "Oh, my boyfriend did a really cute double."
Oh my God! You know, just the fact that
My wife pees when she sneezes. Or if she jumps on a trampoline, she can't handle it at all.
Just the fact that somebody is logging your sneezes into their memory hole is really just like. I'll never look at a cup and a urinal the same ever again.
I'll never pee in that urinal again.
Not something I see very often, but
you know why.
But now I know.
You go to a rest area, or you go to a concert or something, and there's you think some asshole some drunk dick just dropped his beer in the urinal, and now I'm like, it's somebody who works here slinging hot dogs who wants to drink male urine. Like, that's what's really going on.
It's like
here.
a rain barrel.
Yeah, I will piss on the floor like a grown-up.
See,
they
now,
should just
now
be able
makes
to
me,
ask for it.
Now it makes me think of, like, you know, the trough-style urinals where there's just a bunch of cups. I could just picture some freak going in there with an empty cup and going,
With
"Ooh,
a
freebie."
fucking punch bowl and a ladle.
Yeah. Scoops it up and pounds it back.
That led to my question, which you obviously you have to read a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like you have to read a lot of crazy fucking shit, and I think that's cool. My question would be, no, I really do. I think that's cool as hell. Like I think it's really cool because you have a great voice, like John told us. You know what I mean? Like you have a fucking fantastic voice.
Hatim likened your voice
dude,
to
I mean,
calling
just
movie
the
phone.
value of a voice like that, reading things that you have to read, is just. It's like the comedic value and it's just fantastic.
Well, thank you.
My question would be, it's a two-parter. A, what is the most fucked up thing you did read? And B, has there ever been anything so fucked up you wouldn't read?
That was my question.
Good question.
Okay, so the most fucked up thing, it's a toss up between the Come On Food forums is the one that actually made me want to. I thought I was going to vomit while I was reading it.
Explain.
And it was just that first post. There was a really heartfelt post about a guy, his journey to being able to eat his own jizz on food.
Oh my God!
And, it's all about how, and this happens with a lot of fetishes where people.
Yeah. What an
They
odyssey.
ejaculate, it instantly loses its cool, and they can't follow through with whatever it is, and they feel a lot of shame. So this guy came on a taco and was just like, I tried to eat it.
Andrew!
So,
Tacos
but then he
ruined
did it,
forever.
and then in the end, he was able to just come in some spaghetti sauce and put it
And
on
eat
some
it.
spaghetti and eat that.
And do it.
That's an achievement.
And thank God for that.
Good for him. We're proud of him.
He's a true American hero.
He's come along so far in his life.
And then so that one just made me want to puke. And then the rest of the other threads in that forum were all verging on, well, not verging on, actual criminal acts of being like, I love to give my wife's girlfriends margaritas, wink, with what is it? And she knows, ha ha ha, whatever.
I suppose a margarita is a good cover.
Was there something was there something though that you you saw it and somebody wanted you to read it and you were just like, dude, I'm not fucking doing it.
Yeah. There's someone sent me to a chicken hawk, pedophile.
No.
chat.
Oh yeah. No good.
The specific thing he sent me to was, and just by going there, I put myself on a list. I'm sure.
You're definitely on
So
some list.
it was specifically a guy being like, oh, hey, this new 9-year-old just moved into my apartment complex.
That
And
hurt
his
me
father's
in my
dead,
stomach.
and he's like, I think he needs a role model, but how can I also sort of? And all the advice was like, that you are lucky, but you need to stop talking about this right now. Very send me a private message kind of thing.
Oh,
Stuff has gone underground now with Darknet and Tor, but I was just like, oh boy. And the other one there are two super racist forums that I would read. They are nonsensically, like, so virulently racist, and only towards blacks. That which is kind of funny because they actually say in the FAQ, like, if you are here to insult Jews or Arabs, just go somewhere else. This is only
Look, we got standards here.
Only the blacks.
We got standards.
But they, those two sites I could read from them, I'll link them to you in this Skype. But
please.
Because Something Awful did them for Weekend Webs way back when. They still exist. But they did, I was sort of like, I'm not sure I want to have my voice saying those things on the internet.
Yeah.
You don't want to be nambling it up.
Yeah. The NAMBLA thing, I mean, it is a lot of time on the internet where I don't necessarily want to be caught saying those things either, really.
You don't want your podcast coming up with certain Google searches.
Someone uses it in court against you one day.
Look at this one. I just Skyped it to you if you want to look at your laptop.
Maybe we shouldn't look at it.
Yeah, maybe not on camera.
Is it going to put me on a list?
These are just screen caps from the website.
I would like to go on record as saying I completely regret
We just don't want
asking this
Justin TV to
question.
kill us because we're
Something's coming up.
We're going to have to be a part of it now.
I cannot believe that a website like
I'm gonna
this
look. I'm gonna look.
like exists. Like,
don't put it on the camera if
I won't.
Justin TV will fucking kill us.
Those are the two
Oh,
that
Jeebus.
super basic ones.
Well, that's a good title. I mean, it's not very inventive, but
not inventive at all. But neither would I never would think that somebody
Would
who's
actually
this
do that?
racist would come up with something inventive.
Wait, hold on.
So
true.
So Lou, you get people sending you links all the time, probably to things.
Off and on, yeah. I mean, I just got a good one to like a Burning Man forum.
Oh, cool.
So I'm hoping to find some good stuff on there. But, it depends on how many. Some people send me stuff that I think they have fetishes for, that they want me to read about.
Right.
So
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's
I
just
try
a
not to
bunch
do
of
it just
people.
as like audio porn.
Do you think that
for them?
Do you think that people have a fetish for you, for your voice, for they want you to hear you read it?
You just want to hear your booming
Flattery.
bass.
Oh yeah.
Like, have you ever gotten that?
Subwoofer when you talk.
Yeah, like Howard Stern, the Howard Stern movie, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but I wonder, like, is anybody ever obsessed with your voice? Like,
no one is. No one that I know.
No one's come through.
No one has
right
come.
now.
No one has come to the forefront yet, but I can guarantee that there must be stalkers.
It's probably Ryan. Yeah.
Andrew, shut the fuck up.
Sorry, buddy.
Damn, man.
Just tell him about your feelings, man.
So,
I'm not ready.
At what volume? At what volume do these links come in? I mean, because
Not often.
well, but your popularity is growing clearly. I mean, like, so has that grown? Like,
No, it's pretty steady. Like I have a small hardcore fan base that like actively sends me messages on Facebook and occasionally sends me emails of things they think I might find funny. The problem is that a lot of the websites are they'll be like an interesting thing, but like the discussions are not varied enough, or people will be like, I really like girls getting stuck in quicksand, and then everyone else will be like, me too.
I love that.
There needs to be an actual discussion
Especially
with people,
face first.
internetingly counterpointing each other.
Man, I sure do love killing people. Me too.
Well, that's
It's the best.
That's the other forum that what is it? The
Murder
the
Fest?
Dark Fetish Net, the Cannibal Cop. You know the Cannibal Cop. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, so that forum I read from one of the ones that Young on it, and that one is also is up there with the Come On Food forum, where I was just like, what?
Yeah, right.
That's the one where I read it. So that when that one came out, there's a story in there about like this guy asked like, so if you were going to hang a mother and a daughter, which one would you do first?
What?
So would you like hang the daughter so the mother has to watch her baby die, or do you hang the mother, and then watch and then the first response was like, well, of course you would rape them both first.
Oh yeah,
Obvious.
of course,
Right.
It's the only logical
So then
answer.
at that time, so I send people magnets. I have magnets that I make, stupid little refrigerator magnets. And
we want
mother
one.
And daughter who listen to the episode. I will send you them. A mother and daughter that listened to the show asked for magnets, so I sent them magnets. And sometimes I draw on the back of the envelope, and on the back of the envelope, I drew 2 nooses and wrote like mother and daughter togetherness kits. And then I put it in the mail, and I was like laughing to myself, and then I was like, I don't really know these people.
No, you don't.
If they were like friends of mine, they would be like,
being silly.
But then I emailed them immediately and was like, I sent you magnets, but maybe my sense of humor will not go over very well. They were okay. Luckily, they were okay with it. And,
I know exactly how you feel.
Someone in the chat room just said, "Please say you make a magnet that says, of course you'd rape them first."
No, I think you have to go to the Dark Fetish Net store.
Yeah, they have a Zazzle account.
Cafe Press.
The right search on Etsy.
Yeah.
So this might be like a complex question, but
probably not.
What have you learned? What do you feel you've learned about human nature by
it's disgusting.
seeing this come in the waves that it's come at you?
We're all fucked.
Yeah, well, I think it has more to do with the fact that like you just never know what people are into. Like you never know what the person next to you is into.
Yeah.
There was a guy, one of the writers from Something Awful wrote a book called My Next Door Neighbor is a Dragon.
Staring around. Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
And so he wrote a book called My Next Door Neighbor is a Dragon, and it's just all about like you just never know the person next door to you. It's the person posting videos of themselves fucking a hippogriff dildo that they bought from Bad Dragon, or like they are fucking a fleshlight every night, or you just never know what people are into.
Yeah.
Besides that, just to be afraid of people, I guess.
Stay away from people. They're the worst. Cats too. As long as
We're live.
Well, on top of everything else, you're allergic to the cats.
Only if
You got like
if I touch
6
them,
of them here.
Put my hand anywhere near my face. That's it. I'm done. If I could live with them, I'm fine. I just can't have their fur near my face, and
Yeah.
then my nose will not
The
stop
best. I
itching.
love it. Yeah, it's like
Well, I'm a
allergy.
fan of
I'm
70s
not-
porn,
I'm
so
not
fur
super
near my face is
enthusiastic.
fine.
Allergy attack like
Pussy fur in the faces,
I made a 70s porn joke.
Yeah.
cayenne pepper.
So anyway, Cold Cock Whiskey.
Cold Cock Whiskey.
Sponsors
There's gotta be a
Awesome
word
Talk.
for a joke that fails miserably.
Oh, it's called a worm burner.
A worm burner.
So
more literary sounding like that. Like, you know what Mondegreen is? It's when you. That's when the couple girl told me. It's when you mispronounce the lyrics to a song. Mondegreen. That's the actual term for it.
For what? Making a joke that.
No. For when you mispronounce lyrics to a song. When you think.
Okay.
Like in the Garden of Eden.
What's it called? Mondegreen?
Mondegreen.
Oh, well, wait. Hold on a minute now. So here we are. This is Cold Cock Whiskey sponsors Awesome Talk. So you're going to get cold cocked with Awesome Talk. Hey. Hi, Uncle Wayne. What's up? We're live.
Yeah, we've been live. Since you're talking about pussy hair in the face.
I told you, I said we're live. And,
I
and
realized.
she turned to me and she pointed at me. She was like, fuck you, shut up. Shut up. And she told me. Yeah.
Wow, she gave you the shut up figure. I like that. It's hot.
Did I?
She wagged it at me.
I was here. I don't remember that. She was talking to me. I don't remember any wagging
I don't
going
remember
on.
any of this shit.
You have a very active imagination.
I like Douglasby.
Oh, no, you're supposed to say...
Oh, Jesus Christ!
There you go.
Oh, this is that iPad. Here.
Damn it, all the hell and back again.
Fuck the table, get the iPad. Get the fucking tablet.
Exactly. Save that.
Put in some rice.
We'll be fine. It didn't get in any of the holes. Go ahead.
That's not what you said.
That's what she
But
said.
you know what?
What's up?
I'm sure I got a kid that proves that doesn't matter.
Okay, so it doesn't. It's a Windows phone. Don't worry. If it got hit, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it already sucks.
It already sucks ass. It might as well be dunked in the
It's a phone. I
toilet.
thought it was just a tablet.
It's everything.
It's pretty much everything. My computer's seen worse. I'm not worried. That sounded a lot weirder than it was meant to sound. But, so anyway.
And by the way, that wasn't cold cock that got spilled on there.
No.
We would just be drinking it right off that we'd pass
We would
the
never,
bottle around.
We would
That
never
was
dare.
Guinness.
We would never dare do
There's
such
a
a thing.
milkshake.
But
We'd
waste
be
a bunch of
snorting it
cold
off
cock.
there.
Yeah. You'd be
Did I
doing
hear
that.
you mention Cold Cock Whiskey?
You heard
Sponsor
mentioned.
of Awesome Talk.
You heard mentioned, my friend, and we're going to do a cold cock shot right now.
Cock shot.
Nice shot. Thank you. All right.
Well,
It's
that was
herbal
real. I thought you
magic.
said it was going to be fake.
What's funny, Gregory Schwartz, is that there was so much more in there than just cold cock whiskey.
There's love, hope.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was cold cock and
Cold
warm,
cock.
cold cock warm pig.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
Oh, that helped.
So, I wanted to
So
talk.
just sinuses a little?
Yeah, it was good.
I wanted to talk for just a minute. Since we've been gone, Ice and the Face, which is the other podcast that Sarah and I do, which you can get on iceandtheface.com and iTunes and Google Play and Spreaker. We did a podcast and comedy festival in July called the Asbury Park Podcast and Comedy Festival.
Go figure.
And
I was there. We were
Yeah.
there.
Dude, you have a bunch of liquid in
Oh,
your
I'll get it.
fucking
I'll get it.
speaker
I'll get it.
holes.
We're all right. Those aren't
Kind of
holes.
co-sponsored by the
Look
House
like
of
holes.
Independence.
Yeah, co-sponsored by the House of Independence. And so the guys who
The guy's basically a meat on a puppet stick.
so
Meat on a puppet stick. That's a great line.
that's a great line. Put that in a song.
Put it in a
So it
short
was a great
story.
comedy
The
festival.
Halloween story.
And the guys, Derek and Mike from PBR Podcast, were the ones that threw it, and like Jim Florentine was there, and like it was awesome. It was just a great day. It was a great show. Go ahead, Tony. Tony witnessed Ice in the Face live. He was there.
Wait, there were two pretty good racial jokes from the abstract speaking racially good jokes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Wait, what was yours about the brown cows?
Okay, so what I said is that a motorcyclist was killed because it was the middle of the night. He was driving and he crashed into a black cow. And I said the cow should have. The cow should have smiled.
Yeah, all black cows look the same.
Well, with that redheaded dude, what was he saying? All the black guy coming into town. What was he saying? And there were two like barbacks working there that were black that just looked at him and were like, "You stupid."
He just said,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the,
What?
I feel
Wait,
like
he said?
he said there's just a lot more black people when he was coming into town.
No, he said he tied that in with being feeling safe or something like that.
He was talking about how he came to Asbury.
Right, how he came down to Asbury.
Where he was performing, where we were.
Yeah.
It was a lot safer because the
Yes,
rest
that-
of
yeah.
Asbury didn't seem
That's
that safe.
it. I knew he
and then
tied
it's
safety
like,
into
Yeah,
it.
right.
Black, and it was like, he was like, I don't know. I mean, it was.
No, right. The guy was funny. He had his own style going on.
Oh no,
Yeah.
he was
But-
overall. I thought. He was,
Yeah, totally.
But I thought racist jokes gotta be really good for me to think that they were great.
Well, I repurposed it.
Yeah, you
I
repurposed it.
reallocated it, and I felt like that was a good idea.
So
But
anyway, that's when I think of the Asbury Park podcast, I think of racist. Is what I'm thinking of.
but we had a great fucking day that day, man. It was a fun morning. You know,
Yeah, no, it was
we had
good.
a good show, and you know, we did tell a few jokes where a few people got up and they're like, "Holy fuck!" And they left, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, they were also there to see the guy who went on before you, so it was like it was almost like going to a band.
Yeah.
See, a band was kind of. I was like, but they did do it up good though. There were a lot of people there for 11 o'clock on a fucking
11
on a
o'clock
Sunday
in the
morning.
morning,
There were a
on
good
Sunday
dozen
morning.
and a half people there that
On
were
a-
laughing and participating.
on the roof of a beer garden.
Yeah,
like it was
It was
crazy.
a
dude.
good morning. Wait, was it really hot that morning? No, it was a good morning that morning.
Well, it was. I'll tell you what. I got out of the sun just in time. Before things.
Well,
went
you guys
south.
were there for a while. We left.
By the time we left
we were parked in the 15 minutes slot. I thought you were going on at 11 o'clock, so we got there at 11 o'clock and said we'll just park in a 15-minute slot.
Well, we went to leave and like.
Oh, no, we didn't. Did we pay for that?
I looked at her and I was like, yeah, you're gonna drive. And she was like, yeah, no shit, I'm gonna fucking drive.
And then you couldn't remember
I-
what
You're
the
gonna drive.
car
Yeah.
was.
And then I
you
couldn't
were just
remember where the
walking
car
around
was.
forever
Yeah.
trying to figure it out.
Wait, well, no, you guys went over to the House of Independence for a while. House of Independence,
Yeah,
they were at the House of
Somebody-
Independence.
the
Wait,
House
you at
of
the House of
Independence?
Independence?
We were at the
A
House
new
of
venue
Independence.
located on Cookman Avenue featuring bone and marrow and brick and mortar and
Brick and mortar.
the
Brick and
freaking
mortar.
squeeze.
Brick and
Tilbrook,
Morty.
Rick and Morty.
So yeah, so that was fun.
You mean the sister club of the Starland Ballroom?
So those guys from the PBR
Oh,
podcast,
by the world famous entertainment entrepreneurs, the Sackmans.
by them, the same. So those guys are going to be at the next show. The guys from PBR podcast. That's going to be fucking great. Does anybody have anything else they want to plug that's coming up?
September.
The meteor shower.
Meteor shower Thursday night.
Go ahead.
That's it.
Okay, when is it? What's happening?
It peaks Thursday into Friday.
The what? Oh.
Wear a raincoat.
Rock the Carnival just announced their third headlining act, Hellstrom.
Lizzie Hellstrom, guitar player, blonde. You know what I mean?
And The Used.
The Used is awesome.
Used are awesome,
Yeah,
right?
right.
It's heard, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything else is.
We're gonna be playing the Saint on September.
we?
Well, full me. Well, actually, I'm playing this. It's gonna be a Tedesco weekend. I'm playing the 8th and the 9th.
Okay.
Okay. September's usually anyway. So
We're gonna get the full Tedesco treatment.
The Tedesco experience.
Well, now you'll have to come home for the full. You'll have to come back to my living room for the full experience. Okay.
I'll be there.
Thursday the 8th. Thursday the 8th, we'll be playing full Fathom 5 and it's full band show. Horns, Audrey, Kate Geiger from Queens, Sean Cunningham,
Man, she can
Marching
sing.
band
Is that
drum.
the-
You like that, huh? Was that good? It was fucking badass.
Who's the redhead in your band?
Who's the? Oh, Jay Walker, the bass player.
No, the woman who sings.
Oh, Dee, no, she's not. No. Audrey's gonna come and sing with us for this show. She's the one who sang on the record.
Cool.
She's the one who usually sings at Supergroove with us.
Yeah.
Okay. So for horn section, the whole nine, we're gonna be playing with Loving Mary, which is Steven Tyler's backing band. And they were just on Jimmy Fallon the other night, so that's pretty good.
Dope.
Yeah. And then the next night, I'll be playing there with the Filthy Three with Dan and Jamie from Black
I
Clouds.
saw
and
the
Sex
Filthy
Zombies and-
the Filthy Three recently.
That was a decent show, right?
Yeah, that was a great show. That was
so
fun.
we're bringing that mayhem on the 9th, on Friday the 9th, with Shut Up, is the name of their band. Dan and Jamie
That's
from
a good
Sex
name.
Zombies. Yeah, it is a good name.
I like that. They should throw a hashtag in front of it.
I'll be making a commercial for the Rock Carnival tomorrow.
But what about House of Independence? You haven't mentioned that yet.
Have I mentioned House of Independence? Have we mentioned everyone who's been banned from Napoleon who's not even welcome in?
Fuck them. Look, we've already discussed the pony and their taking shits in people's fucking bathrooms and their towels and fucking parties and stuff like that.
Unbelievable stuff. We've been all over the
fucking-
spectrum.
Yeah.
It's been quite a night, folks. Gegs, put the camera on me.
Time for the close-up, Mr.
Hey,
DeVoe.
where did those mugs come from? Those beautiful
Nevermore-designs.com.
I'm sorry, could you say that a little slower?
Is the camera on me, Greg?
It is.
This has been Awesome Talk, Season 7, Episode 1. And I want to say big ups to Matt, who was here. He had to take off early.
Yeah,
Check
the
out
eggs.
his podcast.
Yeah, he's heading to the
the eggs
emergency
bad,
room.
you gotta go to the bathroom.
He drank raw eggs live on the air. It seems like it's an easy thing to do, but for some of us it isn't. He's now in the ER.
or shitting in the near vicinity of it.
Shitting chicken feathers.
It might have been duck egg. We don't know.
The Filthy Three would be a good show with the Dirty Panties from Vegas. It was a chat.
Oh my god.
Hey, speaking of the Filthy Three, will you be playing anywhere soon? Perhaps at the Saint?
Yeah, I'm playing at the Saint. Hopefully at the House of Independence with some jam band thing. With some douche in a fucking top hat will get me in there.
Nobody is being smooth or clever about these advocates.
No, yeah. There's a word for that too.
Listen, check us out at awesometalktv.com. If you're already here, you're at our YouTube page. Hit subscribe right there below us. I can't believe I'm saying that, but do that. And check us out on Twitter. Facebook is Awesome Talk. Online.
And what happens when you hit subscribe? At
You
the bottom
will.
of the page?
Don't you have a crowdfunding link down there? Because if you really want to feel fucking...
I'll tell you what.
Will you recycling?
I'll tell you what. Ice in the Face has a Patreon. If you want to help
That's
out
what I was
Ice in the
thinking,
Face.
Patreon,
Yeah, patreon.com/Ice in the Face. Also on Twitter and Facebook. And iceintheface.com.
Wait.
Pink Pot, we will check that out.
Any specific reason why your nails are painted emerald fucking green?
Actually, they're
Just curious.
Joker colors.
I see.
I got
Okay.
a nail polish color that I really liked, but my nails were already painted, and I didn't want to repaint, so I asked if I could paint one of his nails to see how the color looked.
But he wanted to go with all five. Then he started talking about his
And then
fabulous
he
life.
just
He started going on about his
kept
fabulous
going.
Hollywood ass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
The
Right.
plus, Tony, I don't know if you know this, but the longer I go without a job, the more I revert to my teenage years. So like, it's starting to all unravel, and eventually it'll just be like a totally different person.
But aren't you going back to school soon? September?
Yeah. So hopefully it'll cut it off at the pass. Before.
Well, no, hopefully beyond the pass for our
No,
fucking
I'll be back to
entertainment.
work soon. But yeah, it just tends to unravel all at the end. But it looks good, and I like it, and I'm happy with it. I do feel that my gray hair makes me look a little bit like.
So wait, are you saying
murderer.
you no longer feel like the 25-year-olds are douchebags?
I wish I was 25 years old. I want to be a 25-year-old douchebag. That'd be so much easier. So much easier. So also we do another podcast called Life with Lime. Check out Life with Lime podcast on Facebook, Life with Lime PC on Twitter. And what else? Anything else to put out there? So check us out in 2 weeks.
We're going out with a bang.
Commercial time, take two. Click.
You know, we were gonna have balloons, but apparently the Democratic Party apparently the Democratic Party fucking has cornered the world market on balloons. You see that fucking thing at the end?
Keep the fucking
Talk about talking about caring about the Al Gore was spinning in his fucking political
There
grave
are
over that
nearly
one.
100 people watching right now, and I just want to say that I want them all.
They're all going to join us in some cold cock.
Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Check
That's
out the
108.
closing.
This is 108.
Thank you to Greg Schwartz for being here
thank
tonight.
you for
Thank you to
having me
Matt
over.
C.
You
Hill.
heard it.
Please check out his
Good
podcast, Chillside Podcast. And to everybody here, we're going to be back in 2 weeks. Hit subscribe. Thank you very much, Geggy Ta, if you will.
There's no stand up?
That's it. No more commercials. Plug something.
Bye.
House independence. House independence. House independence.
Sell me
House
something.
independence.
It's what? Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. So this has been Awesome Talk. Season 7, episode 1. Thank you all.
We all kill ourselves.
We split our throats.
And now for the traditional hariki.
This has been Awesome Talk, Season 7, Episode 1. Thank you all very much for drinking with us. And thanks to the chat room.
Yeah, good chat room tonight.
Thank you, Pinkpot. Thank you, Douglesby. Thank you, Wayne Davidson. I always feel like Miss Molly at the end of this show.
Good
Thank you
golly,
all
Miss Molly.
Thank you all, Pinkpot. Thank you. Thank you all very much for drinking with us.
Rick, you're looking a little bit like Art Alexis from Everclear.
Oh my God, I am.
Look at him.
Oh, wow, yeah, you
Shit.
do.
It was completely by accident.
No, sure it was. Sure it
Or
was.
as the millennials say, on accident. It was on accident.
Hey, as an English person, you know it's by accident, but
Thank you, Douglesby.
no,
Bye.
you need Douglas B.
Yeah. All right.
My poet hat.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't say House of Independence on it. It must not be yours.
Thank you all very much for drinking with us.